Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? How is everyone? Okay, still have to pray for Luna's little ones, Heather and Jade, because they are in ICU at the moment. Okay, so I'm getting Rumble notifications all over the phone. Okay, so yeah, we got that. Luna, pray for little Heather and Jade because they're still in ICU. I want to thank HG. I don't know whether to say your name or not, but thank you so much. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but like I really appreciate that donation you did earlier this week or last week. I think it was last weekend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And just let me clean my glasses. I should have done this before I started. Oh, dear. Okay, what else have I got to tell you? Oh, yeah, daylight saving here in Australia. So our clocks go forward tonight, 1 hour. I thought I'd start a day early. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'm here an hour earlier than I normally am. Yeah, HG, you know who you are. I don't want to say your name in case you don't want your name out there. But, mate, you're a legend. Seriously? We've got another legend in the house. Apart from Tim Air, Shannon, Deb, Michelle, anyone who does, you're all legends, honestly. And the last thing I'm going to say before we start is that everything I say is not fact until proven in a court of law. Okay? So there we go. All of this is just theory until proven in a court of law. Okay, Dr. Dawn Michael, I don't know what it's doing out there. It's very windy. And I think now it's raining. It was sunny a minute ago. It's raining, yep. Okay, Dr. Dawn Michael, how many of you believe that weather modification is real? Hang on, where'd my camera go? One sec, guys. I'm going to have to... Oh, what's it doing all the way over there? Okay, I was out of the picture somewhere else. Okay. Rob Smith said, oh, this effing see you in the NT of a thing, Penny Wong, here in Australia, right? One of our politicians, has given $82.5 million to Gaza. And when she was in New York, she gave them another $10 effing million. Hey, Wong, charity starts at home, you traitor. Well, look, to be honest, I think she's an infiltrator. That's just my opinion in our government. So, my goodness, I've got hair already. Oh, I forgot to say hello to everyone. Hey, Kai. Hey, Cynthia. Alex, Deb. God love yous. Geoloft, Ruff. Who else have we got in here? I don't. Oh, and Timmy. How you going, Timmy? Anyway, okay, let's keep going. Geoloft said for some strange reason the German Air Force went into this hurricane when it was off the coast of Africa. They were there for 10 days to do weather experiments. I'm sure they were. Into thin air, said Hurricane Helene, steered into the coast. This is a very scary topic, warning you now. Was Helene modified to flood North Carolina to control, for a lithium production? This will blow your mind. All sources attached. Everything is, not fact until proven in a court of law. Remember that. We are discussing theories and evidence. So community notes are not needed. United States patents to steer hurricanes and tornadoes in 2007, 17 years ago. You think they stopped trying? Asheville and much of western North Carolina sit on the biggest lithium deposits in the entire United States. Why is that significant? I thought you'd never ask, even though you didn't. When we left Afghanistan, we left behind our biggest lithium score ever. Now the largest deposit we have while demand skyrocket is underneath the flood-ridden area. Watch closely as many people may be told that they cannot rebuild. A disaster zone may be declared, allowing the government to take this land and mine. And there is patents for this. You can look it up. You'd need the patent number, which would be US 2003. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I'm not going to play the whole video because I've got a lot to get through. But I don't know if you know about, it's been all over TV. If you pay attention to things, they tell you, and they do it in, like even Jeremy Clarkson did it on Top Gear, if you've ever watched that TV show. A lot of places have actually. They've said it in the weather. Clandestine said if you're in need of a white pill, just remember how bad things used to be in 2016 and 2020. We weren't even allowed to exist on social media. All alternative media was suppressed and the MSM controlled public perception. Not anymore. The public are more awake than they ever have been. The MSM no longer have a monopoly on the narrative. All of their corruption and deceit is on full display, and every day their actions cause more normies to wake up. I know missiles are flying and it seems like the world is ending, but we have so much more going for us this time around. We actually have the means to fight back, thanks to Elon. Prior to Elon claiming Twitter, the Dems completely dominated the airwaves. They weaponised the verification system to favour those loyal to the party. They suppressed any damning information, banned, suspended anyone who was exposing too much, and manipulated algorithms to promote left-wing ideology. We all saw it. As someone who's been in the trenches of this information war for nearly a decade now, mine's over a decade, but anyway, the ground we've gained is immeasurable, and I can tell you it actually is, right? Every comment section of everything, YouTube videos, everything I see is filled with people who are awake. And that was rare. Back in the day, it was mostly people going, oh, yeah, put your tinfoil hat back on, blah, 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 blah. Now the majority is people who are awake. The comments section of mainstream content has shifted significantly in our favour. Are we going to win? Who knows? But we are exponentially in a better position than we have been in the past. We will win. God wins. We'll win. Okay. Here we go. Russell Brand. Anyone? I said this ages ago. He's got a little obey sign down there. Here he is in drag. Here he is with P. Diddy. And he's got a little egg. What's the hard-boiled egg test? Do you really want to know? I can explain. I kind of had a look. I'm going to try and say this in the nicest way possible. They bend it over and someone has a hard-boiled egg. They insert, and if the egg cracks, they're not ready, apparently, yet. Okay, that's as far as I'm not going any further than that. I had to have a look to see in the comments what it was. Someone explained it. I went, okay. I didn't need to know that, but I do now. And because I know it, you've got to know it. Okay, Kobe Thatcher said, I had to walk through Martin Place and see this for myself. This is in Sydney. Why do we have this Islamic monstrosity in Sydney? Australia's not an Islamic country, and we shouldn't have to see this disgraceful pandering to minorities in our cities. And I went, what the freaking hell's going on? Surely or purely the first house of worship established for humanity, the one at Barker are blessed, sanctuary and a guide for all people. Sounds like the Georgia Guidestones. No, thank you very much. You know what you can do with that? Sideways, actually. You can go sideways. Right up there, I'm telling you. Cag Drogo said people that didn't follow a certain thing have no idea what's happening right now. A lot of people who did are in denial about this too. I can see what's going on. The whole thing's playing out exactly as they predicted, if you want to put it that way. Yeah. Pauline Hanson said most people won't be aware. There's more on Diddy, but we're just going to go through some other news as well because other news is still important. Pauline Hanson said most people won't be aware, but last week the Albanese Labor government quietly signed Australia up to the UN's Pact for the Future. This is not just a harmless international agreement. It sets the agenda for dangerous changes that could deeply impact our nation. Here we come, UK, we're following you. Here's just some of what the Albanese Labor government has agreed to pursue. Mis- and disinformation laws. Under this pact, the UN is pushing for global coordination to combat misinformation. Action 17. Interesting number. Albanese is now poised to bring in more laws that will crack down on free speech, potentially targeting anyone who questions the government narrative. This could severely limit public debate and free expression in Australia. Oh, I'm not questioning it at all. No. Why would I do that? Global governance. The pact pushes for the transformation of global governance. Action 38. This means decisions affecting Australia could be made by international bodies. They already are. Reducing our nation's ability to act independently. The UN's influence over Australian laws and policies will only grow under Labor's watch. It's funny because a lot of Australians think that we just follow America. And although we do, it's because the UN is running us. That's why. That's my thought, my belief. You don't have to believe the same thing. We can agree to disagree. But it's not just following America. We're following the UK too. We're following everyone. They're all in lockstep going together. Net Zero Climate Agenda. The UN's Climate Agenda Action 9 demands Australia make drastic changes to reach net zero by 2050. This will see coal phased out, industries disrupted and energy prices soaring. Albanese is prioritising these globalist targets over the livelihoods of Australians, threatening jobs and economic security. The Albanese government has made these commitments on your behalf without proper public debate. Australians need to be aware of the risks this pact poses to our sovereignty and freedoms. Well, as far as I'm aware, unless it's taken to a referendum, it's illegal. Treason, hello? Anyone? Anyone? MJ Truth Ultra said, holy smokes, Batman, MSNBC executive busted on tape stating their viewers are brainwashed and dumb. Admitting their goal is to do everything they can to get Kamala Harris elected. James O'Keefe must have the hottest undercover reporters to get these people to spill the beans, right? Go James O'Keefe and your reporters. Okay, we'll read it. Oh my God, undercover journalists. So you feel like MSNBC is doing enough to help the Harris campaign? I mean, they're doing all they can. But then it goes on for a bit. I'm not going to go through 11 minutes of it, but anyway, here we go, back to some Diddy and Brand. Red Pill USA said it all seemed kind of innocent until I heard about the hard-boiled egg test. Yes, it was kind of innocent until we, well, yeah, I'm not going to say any more. I don't need to. Juanita Broderick said FEMA won't let Elon's team deliver Starlink. They've fucked with the wrong person. Okay, I'll explain a bit more about this further down. But FEMA are working against people trying to help with the flooding. And to answer my own question the other day, yes, there was flooding all through the US. And I'm sorry, guys. I hope everyone's all right. Wayne Dupre said 3,800 assault claims against Diddy Combs. 3,800. And how many people that cannot make claims because they're no longer here? Okay, Shadow of Ezra said a new app reveals how Mark Zuckerberg's Meta smart glasses could become a tool for child traffickers, allowing them to scan anyone on the street and instantly access personal information like home addresses through facial recognition. This technology could be misused by traffickers to monitor children in public spaces, track their movements and plan abductions with disturbing precision. What do you think it's made for? This technology could be, with the ability to identify and follow children unnoticed, pedos and traffickers would have unprecedented access to their targets. Is anyone really shocked that Zuckerberg is paving the way for this dangerous misuse? Let's have a little look. I won't make it full screen because copyright.
We built glasses that let you identify anybody on the street. The information our tool collects from just a photo of your face is staggering. To use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze them, and after a few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Right? Oh, this is me volunteering.
June Lee, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This photo was created. This is like from
You're from Bergen County Academies?
Yeah.
Your Korean name is Ju-eun?
Cambridge Community Foundation. Oh, hi, ma'am. Wait, are you Betsy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I met you through like the Cambridge Community Foundation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great to meet you. I'm Kane.
Oh, wait. Oh, so do you happen to be the person working on like minority stuff for like Muslims in India at all or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you Kashif?
Yes.
Oh, I've read your work before. That's super cool. I'm Anfu. Nice to meet you. Oh, I love.
Anthony, get in frame.
Oh, okay. But are you Sarah Chan?
No.
So here's how it works. We stream the video from the glasses straight to Instagram and have a computer program monitor the stream. We use AI to detect when we're looking at someone's face. Then we scour the internet to find more pictures of that person. Finally, we use data sources like online articles and voter registration databases to figure out their name, phone number, home address, and relatives' names. And it's all fed back to an app we wrote on our phone.
Using our glasses, we were able to identify dozens of people, including Harvard students, without them ever even knowing. Here's some of our favorites.
My aunt was Secretary of Transportation. That was like when she was getting
Wait, what's her aunt's name?
a late child.
Yeah, okay.
Is your address 4 Valley?
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia, 303. Is
Oh my God. Yes. Not anything, but yes.
Okay, it's up to you whether you believe it's staged or it's very disturbing if it's not. And don't look at me with those glasses on, I'll tell you. Rob said, I'm shocked, I tell you. Shocked. Breaking 911 said, breaking. Pete Buttigieg reveals that he's HIV positive. Breaking 911 on X is a troll account that intentionally spreads fake news. And they have referenced Pete Buttigieg has never said he's HIV positive. What they've used is Wikipedia. Is it a troll account? It is a parody. There you go. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Jumped out of the bookmarks there. Let me get down there. Oh, that Russell Brand thing, I don't know. Okay, but it wouldn't surprise us anyway. But now, actually, what we know about HIV, now it doesn't, it's not like, I don't know. If you know, you know. Marjorie Taylor Greene press release parody said, holy shit, 44 sheriffs in the great state of Mississippi have just endorsed Donald Trump. Nobody likes Kamala Harris. And it is a picture of Donald Trump's, I believe it's his Truth account. Thank you to the great sheriffs of Mississippi, Donald J. Trump. There you go. Wall Street Apes said everyday Americans are using their helicopters to bring aid to Hurricane Helene victims. Have you got a helicopter? Everyday Americans, do you have a helicopter? I'm jealous. Anyway, no, people who do own helicopters are using their helicopters to bring aid to Hurricane Helene victims, and Kamala Harris administration is threatening to arrest these people for trying to help their fellow Americans. I got a call from a friend up in North Carolina. His name's Rudy. And he said, hey, man, we need some helicopters up here. The hurricane damage is really bad. And there's a lot of people trapped in the mountains. So my wife and I got someone to watch the kids. We loaded up with one bag and flew to North Carolina with no plans and posted that we were on our way. By the end of day 2, there were 37 helicopters, private helicopters on site at Hickory Airport helping out. Some of my friends bought in some sick helicopters. A lot of these guys did an amazing job. So, well, good on them. But I don't think everyday Americans have helicopters. But like the ones who do, good on them. Yeah, and FEMA's confiscating donations made by communities to their neighbours. There's a lot going on down up and down there. Radio Genoa said in Edinburgh, Scotland, everyone's forced to listen to Islamic call to prayer. This is violence. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Okay, thank you very much. We're heading the same way. Sean Hendricks said those 300 will be deployed so fast, it'll be great. People will love it, trust me. United Cajun Navy. Huge shout out to Ivanka Trump and the Love and Light Foundation for flying in 300 Starlink units for the Helene victims of the North Carolina flood. United is strength. United Cajun Navy, and Helene. So there you go. People are, when the government won't do it, the people will. That's what we're being shown right now. We're all being shown that we need to step up. Stuff the government, they're useless. They're out of money anyway. And apparently, who is it? FEMA have been too busy giving all the illegal immigrants the money, and they're broke and can't give anything to the victims of the flood. Allegedly. Sean Hendricks said we've got 30 more Starlink units. Thank you, Elon Musk. They had them driven directly to us. Excellent. Good on them. Prashant Rajman said the border between Egypt and Palestine is one of the most heavily guarded in the world. They don't want any Palestine refugees. Same thing in other 57 Islamic nations. Muslims who don't want Muslims. There must be a reason. There you go. Okay, and again, United Cajun Navy, please share. The United Cajun has taken over Burnsville. We'll keep pushing into the mountains till we touch everything we breathe. Soul. Every breathing soul. Sorry, I read that all wrong. They're trying to help people. Okay, and I just included this. It's an ad, but I included it because when Project Bluebeam happens, right? Now, I told you I won't believe in them till I can go up and, like, poke one. But, yeah, I'm going to start trying to rip the mask off them first. But look at that. I don't know. I wonder if they wear these things and then they go and kidnap people and then they experiment on them wearing these things and people think that they've been abducted by aliens. Okay, Dr. Simon Godek said when the experts are nothing more than brainless puppets for the any narrative. Anytime I hear the mainstream media talk about experts, this is how I imagine them. Well, close. But that's even better. Now I'm going to imagine them like that every time I see them or hear about them. Because you always hear the experts say, yeah, what expert? What did they say and how many experts disagree with them? AKA the alleged Diddy list, only including those in US politics, civil rights, non-celebrities. Legal disclaimer, these names are in no way an accusation of anything, okay? Not until proven guilty in a court of law. Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Hunter Biden, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Andrew Cuomo, Cory Booker, Tim Walz, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Stacey Abrams, Charlie Rangel, AOC, Maxine Waters, Rahm Emanuel, Michael Bloomberg, Eric Adams, John Kerry, Deval, Patrick. I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. Okay, just be aware. But another one, Colin Rugg, just in, country music star Garth Brooks accused of attacking a makeup artist in a hotel room who worked for his wife. The alleged assault happened at a LA Grammy event in May of 2019. The following details may be disturbing to some. According to the lawsuit, Brooks has booked a single hotel room for the both of them. When the woman asked for a separate room, Brooks refused. She says when they were alone in the hotel, Brooks approached her in the doorway with no clothes on, dragged her into a separate room and dangled her upside down by the ankles. He then proceeded to attack her according to the lawsuit. Sorry, just upside down by the ankles. Okay, the The makeup artist says he was so violent that it felt as if she were breaking in two. I don't know. Take this with a huge grain of salt. I'm not sure. In a separate incident, there's another incident. Apparently, she claims she was at the house waiting to apply his makeup when he emerged with no clothes on and an erection. Then he placed her hands on it, telling her that he wanted her to perform fellatio while wearing glasses and then all over her face. Okay, I don't know. See, we've got to wait until these are proven in a court of law. Like, I don't disbelieve it. But yeah, I don't know. Is he a Harris supporter? That would make a lot of sense. Matthew Kamanzuli said, "Are you distracted yet? You're supposed to be distracted, not by the cost of housing or the lack thereof, not by the increased cost of living, not by the lack of quality of education for our children, and not by the carnage of war. Distracted by the politics of solving non-problems with gigantic government programs that in turn become the problem. You're supposed to enjoy it, feel emotionally wedded, love clapping for the government while they tackle climate change with energy sources that cause the cost of power to skyrocket. It's supposed to be a religious experience. That and fighting for more rights for women beyond equality, all in the name of diversity, equity and inclusion. A great idea, and so inclusive it is that the women's movement now no longer excludes men. Your new penance is to welcome 5 trans people to a woman-only space. Feel that moral superiority. Be distracted. Watch the spectacle of court as the tickle forces giggle. Where's that? The political theatre. See the priceless works of art destroyed because oil as fuel is burning the blood of the devil? Apparently that must stop. You'll pay more for your dysfunctional ute because you must pay indulgences to a good person. You must prove it, just charge it on to the customer. Oh, and look at what a great job the government's done changing the colour of stickers on the supermarket shelves. Be grateful that the grand protector of Coles Woolworths duopoly is likely making them hire more people to be sure they don't show false discounts. Just pass the costs on to consumers. Maybe they'll get rid of discounts altogether. That'll make it easier to comply. Clap as the government grows and costs more to enforce the new regulation. Feel that moral good. You too are a part of that crackdown. Who cares? Nobody's watching the debt as taxes grow. All as they smile for the new, more honest stickers with the same prices on them. By the way, while you're not looking, the government grew to be more than 20% of the labour force, not including subcontractors, NDIS providers and suppliers, not including the welfare system. While you were not looking, the government of Australia has all but become the economy. That is the problem. That really is the problem. Time to stop being distracted. Look, what you see is not pretty. The world is getting colder. Winter is coming. We must make the government smaller, start making things again, build nuclear power and scrap the politics of distraction. We've got to get ready to be self-reliant, get ready for war. There's less doubt every day that is coming too. We are losing the essence of Australia and we need to get Australia back fast. Yes, this thing here is a distraction. I believe inflation causes them to put the price up because it costs more to make things. But anyway, let's not worry about that. I am not sticking up for big corporations because I don't like them either. But this is all on the government. Sorry, I had a tickle the whole time and my cat is trying to get in. DC Drono said this is an injustice. Tina Peters is a Gold Star mum with no criminal record. Her son was a Navy SEAL who died serving our country. Tina was a Messer County election clerk and was told by corrupt Secretary of State Jenna Griswold to delete election data on voting machines. Tina made a copy first to prove election fraud. And now a Democrat-appointed judge just threw this 69-year-old woman in prison, possibly for the rest of her life. She is a political prisoner. this woman here, I believe. I don't know. Colorado Judge Matthew Barrett just sentenced Tina Peters to 9 years in prison. 9 years. She's a 69-year-old woman, no prior criminal record, who was found guilty of attempting to influence a public servant in violation of duty, among other election-related charges. Listen to Judge Barrett's unhinged admonishment of Tina prior to sentencing her to multiple sentences of years, which the judge ordered to be served consecutively. This is Orwellian madness. Absolute communism. Add to the list. Stay the hell out of Colorado, people. No. Oh, dear. Holy crap. Okay, Eric Trump said it's just not right. $750 for the flooding victims and $2,500 for these guys. Oh dear. I'm just waiting for something big to drop. Okay. I mean, something really big. Shocks everybody. Hey, Bev. Hey, Bev. My name's Hev. Can anyone enlighten me as to why some Lebanese people, 15,000 in fact, migrated to Australia so they could call it home, become Australian citizens and then decide to go back to live in the country they were so desperate to leave in the first place? Just curious. Wouldn't happen to be for government benefits now, would it? Jesus. Okay, Elon Musk said very few Americans realise that if Trump is not elected, this will be the last election. Far from being a threat to democracy, he's the only way to save it. Let me explain. Even if 1 in 20 illegals become citizens per year, something the Democrats are expediting as fast as humanly possible, that would be about 2 million new legal voters in 4 years. The voting margin in swing states is often less than 20,000 votes. That means if the Democrat Party succeeds, there'll be no more swing states. Moreover, the Biden-Harris administration has been flying asylum seekers who are fast-tracked to citizenship directly into swing states like Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin and Arizona. It's a surefire way to win every election. America then becomes a one-party state and democracy is over. The only elections will be the Democrat Party primaries. This already happened in California many years ago following the 1986 amnesty. The only thing holding California back from extreme socialism and suffocating government policies is that people can leave California and still remain in America. Once the whole country is controlled by one party, there will be no escape. Everywhere in America will be like the nightmare that is downtown San Francisco. Amuse said, all according to plan. Guess how many migrants are eligible for naturalisation under the current rules? 9 million. Wow. Okay, Shadow of Ezra said, according to Tier 2 technician at Verizon, there's been a deliberate and unauthorised shutdown of the US electrical grid that specifically targeted cell towers, starting locally and expanding nationwide. Verizon has experienced the most significant impact, with other carriers also affected due to their reliance on Verizon's infrastructure. The systematic nature of this shutdown indicates it was likely executed with ill intent rather than being a system malfunction. And that's got to do with the floodings, I believe. Josh Dunlap said Diddy and his friend Russell Brand on a plane on their way to Vegas for a straight guy date. Diddy had his arm around Brand and says what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
On the plane right now, on our way to Vegas. It's called What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas. I'm here with this is my new best friend right here. My new best friend. Hello. Rusty Rocket.
Is this for Twitter?
Yeah, yes, also known as Russell Brand, yes. He's very, 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 very dear friend of mine. We go way back.
We've got a lot of history from the projects, of course.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Very rough in those days, a lot of bother in the projects, but we've come through it now. Things seem to be working out.
Yeah.
And I'd like to...
Does this felt a little. I'm sorry.
liked it.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah, I felt so affection. I didn't feel comfortable enough to sort of start embracing you, so I didn't want to be.
Oh no,
I didn't want to overburden you with affection, but I felt that you were in a position to rest an arm on me. I mean, I didn't let it cross over into the area of being physically aroused or anything.
Yeah, none of that.
It was a back door.
None of that. But you know what it is? We're going out on like a date. A straight guy date, like
Straight guy date.
To a guy's night, 48 hours.
Puffy with like
in Russell.
with a normal date between like a man and a woman, or perhaps two gay men or lesbian women. The best possible result of that date is sex. Now, with our heterosexual date, what is the best thing that can happen between us?
We can find some women that have sex.
That is a conclusion.
That's a conclusion. But 48 hours in Vegas, you're seeing us at the beginning of the 48 hours. As you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But we really, we plan on going to the hospital.
Did he say they plan on going to the hospital?
On the plane right now.
I don't know. Okay. Lilani Dowding said this video did not age well for Ben Stiller, the guy who wants you to vote for Kamala. Diddy's ex J-Lo wants you to vote for Kamala. I believe this is part of a movie, and I don't know if I can show it, but there you go. I don't know, part of a movie or an advert or something, advertisement. Not sure. Yeah, I bet they're all up in it. That's just my opinion. It's not fact. Pardon me. Oh, my goodness. Okay. DC Drano said this Diddy web of sexual abuse is starting to feel like an October surprise. Hillary said just days ago there would be things coming out used to smear Democrat elites. Now a lawyer says sexual abuse videos are going to be released that with people that will shock the public. Stay tuned. Colin Rugg said breaking. This was on October the 2nd. 120 accusers have come out against Sean Diddy Combs with new assault allegations vow to expose everything. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby announced he has a list of names that will shock the public. He also announced he has video evidence of various crimes, including abuse of minors. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates, Busby said. Many powerful people, many dirty secrets, the lawyer said, adding his team has collected pictures, videos and texts. The allegations will include violent assault or facilitated sex with controlled substance. Oh, my God, my cat's going nuts at the door. Dissemination of video recordings, abuse of minors. It's a long list already, but because of the nature of this case, we are going to make damn sure we are right before we do that. These names will shock you.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs, and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone.
There you go.
The biggest...
Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Yep, Isaac happy. Okay, Shadow of Ezra said Ashton Kutcher, once a prominent advocate against child trafficking through the Clinton Foundation's global initiative, is now in a panic over his past friendship with Diddy. He is reportedly so alarmed that he fears Diddy might fabricate an accusation against him. This mirrors Hillary Clinton's earlier warning not to believe what's about to emerge. Don't believe your eyes. Tony said, if you think the Diddy thing is big, buckle up. So true. Yep, nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet.
You think the Diddy thing is big? If you're the type of person and you think the Diddy thing is big, fucking buckle up. Because it's literally every politician, every big-ass celebrity, every big actor. It's not just one guy that was off the rails and, oh, we just found out. Are you fucking kidding me? We are about to learn publicly, right, what has actually been happening at the top. And it's fucked up. And a lot of people's consciousness are not going to be able to handle it because it is dark and it is twisted. And I know you might think I'm speaking vaguely, but those who know, know.
God love you.
You think the Diddy thing is big? If you're the type of person...
God love you, Deb. Thank you. So there you go. Most of us know this, okay? If we think the Diddy thing's with nothing on... We've got some memes. Mega conservative Dr. Ken Dab. Diddy Hasselhoff. Night glider with his baby oil. Oh, no. Okay. Yep, we did see that. Shadow of Ezra said the author of Kim Porter's book has made a bombshell claim about Diddy's tapes, stating they could take down Hollywood and the entire entertainment industry. He disclosed that some of the tapes were secretly flown out of the country on private jet, while numerous others still exist, documenting 30 years worth of shocking recordings. Wow. I wonder if we should play this one.
There's a claim that Kim Porter kept copies of Diddy's alleged sex tapes as leverage. What evidence do you have to support this narrative?
The tapes.
So you actually have tapes?
I'm not going to do fully comment. Let's just say there's tapes that exist, yeah.
Well, let's
that are on her
let's
flash
ponder around that.
There's
The
two.
investigators in the case that is now filed,
Yes.
right, say that they're in possession of tapes. They can actually confirm that there are tapes,
Sure.
as well as baby oil, as well as all of the
Sure.
other things that they
Yes.
found.
Yeah.
And so with that, we do know from that perspective that the DA involved in the case that Diddy is now
The
facing,
federal government.
yes, the DA and the federal government have tapes.
Attorney General.
And so my question is, there's a claim that Porter kept copies of, and this is in your book,
Yes.
that she kept copies of Diddy's alleged tapes as leverage,
Yes.
right? And in making that, it would be assumed that you would, or the possession of those tapes, you've seen them, you have them, you know about them. And like I said, what evidence do you have to support the narrative?
Yes, there are tapes that exist.
Okay. The book alleges that Diddy kept a vault of tapes documenting his alleged sexual encounters. Was there any hard evidence that such a vault existed?
The sources say there was a vault that existed, yes. And some of the tapes were flown out of the country on a private jet. That's from the sources directly, so I have to believe them. If she's angry, if she was abused, if she's fighting back, because we know through, and I'm going to reveal some of these other things that are on the drive that discuss why she was doing it and when. Okay.
So you didn't, these are other things that you didn't include in,
Correct.
And why did you keep that out?
Correct. Because I can't reveal everything at once. It's too shocking. If I was to release those tapes, the world would shut down. Okay. If I showed one of these tapes,
So
I'm telling you right now, the whole music industry and Hollywood, it would just grind down like this. They're all going to start pointing at each other like this, and it's going to be bad. We've already set it up. We have multiple attorneys. We know how to do it. It's not my first rodeo. I solved the greatest murder case in history. 3 of them. I know how to do it. We're going to do it, but just going to come in pieces. And there's also ways we can, let's say, not censor it, but we can kind of soften it, right? Like the whole tape doesn't have to come out. All the tape. I don't have all the tapes. There's other people that have the tapes. I can't control them. We already know they're shopping in Hollywood. We have proof of other people telling us. We actually didn't have that one they showed. So there's multiple out there. Remember, this has been going on for 30 years. So I'm not the only one who has them. I think I have specific ones that no one has. But so yeah, it's gonna be extremely shocking. We've got to be really just kind of one step at a time.
But you can confirm nor deny that what you claim to have, that no one else has, correct?
I would say this. Let's say there's 10 tapes, right?
So this is a hypothetical.
Yeah. Hypothetically, there's 10 tapes. There's a couple of those that no one has, but the flash drive has. I can pretty much guarantee.
And how can you?
Because if anybody has those, they're going to go to jail. If they release what I believe they think they have or they want to release, they will most likely go to jail. That's why we're working with the federal government. We're working with the federal government.
Oh, you're currently working with the federal government.
Well, not like what you're saying.
No. I want to be clear. I don't want to make any.
We're going to give them to the federal government.
Oh, so you're going to give the tapes to the federal government?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. As long as it's not the FBI.
There's a claim that
there is one good agency that has the most good people in it. If you followed the board, you'd know. I believe that the NSA. I can't remember. I believe it might be. Liz Crokin said, Jag, you were right, says she believes Barack Obama is one of the Diddy freak-off tapes, and a pal said he's playing hide the hot dog. She also says Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Drake, Chris Brown, and Usher have tapes too, but she thinks people will be most surprised to hear about the politicians. As she's reported, for 8 years, Obama had a private White House party where he ordered $65,000 worth of pizza and hot dogs. These are code words for children from Chicago on the taxpayer's dime using clandestine channels. This was exposed in an email released by WikiLeaks 2016. Obama also allegedly had a slave named Maggie Nixon. This is the gate that, with pizzas. Okay, hide the hot dog. Dear me. Oh, Liz Crokin also had this. Jaguar Wright says Kamala Harris has ties to Diddy and his parties and adds maybe they're all ordering pizza again.
Nobody's talking about the fact that old Kamala Harris has ties to the diddler and his Howard parties, where a lot of AKAs attended. Maybe they're all ordering pizza again. Nobody's talking about the fact that old Kamala Harris.
Okay, maybe they are. Listen to this one too.
I'm going to tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak-off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians. And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many times at Diddy party, especially that weirdo uncle.
Oh. Holy shit, that was loud. Sorry, guys. That weird uncle wouldn't be Andrew, would it? Okay, and Liz Crokin said Jaguar Wright says Jeff Epps, Harvey Weinstein, Diddy have one person in common, and it's Jay-Z. I've been saying the Diddy case will lead to exposure of Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators and clients. Diddy is connected to Epstein via Epstein's alleged trafficker Ray Chandler. Okay, let's have a listen.
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching Harvey Weinstein.
Okay. And here she says she was 14 here with P. Diddy. One leads to another and to another. Rachel Chandler Guinness said, I'm 14 here. Thakun Pinachguai said prime age. Okay. So let's go back here. Where the hell am I now? Where did I go? I've gone off somewhere else, let me tell you. Okay. And we know, we've seen it before. Shadow of Ezra said high-profile politicians were apparently, allegedly, drugging and attacking 9-year-old boys with Diddy. I wonder which politicians they're going to be. I wonder if Big Mike's in there. As Big Mike. Featuring Big Mike. Liz Crokin says, I did play this one, but says Kamala Harris has ties to Diddy and his parties and adds maybe they're all ordering pizza again. Kamala has ties. Matt Wallace says, Diddy is done. There's an entire video. It's over. Oh, no. I wanted to know this little girl was okay. I hope she's okay. I don't know now. John Titor, 17, said Diddy used to bring women older than me to me. I was only 15. Little Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow's parents entrusted him to Diddy when he was just 10. Diddy was his legal guardian. You are kidding. That poor kid. Then we've got David Bowie chatting with Princess Diana during Live Aid. That's not the only thing. I think David Bowie might be connected to. I don't know. But look. Pigeons and Planes said David Bowie and Diddy working on their collaboration for Training Day soundtrack 2001. I don't know. It's just pictures so far, okay? All innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Eric Parker said P. Diddy's mansion and property are really crazy. No wonder he could keep all that crazy stuff hidden. You wouldn't believe it. And get this, apparently he was even spotted picking oranges with Freddie Mercury on his estate. Don't believe me? Google his property, Bohemian Grove. They're in bed. Okay, this one. Anyone who knows about Freddie Mercury knows he swings that way. An Irish Star US Britney Spears P. Diddy connection after rappers arrest Lackey. Revelation. What is this? Okay, but it's not due to his notorious freak-off parties, this one. Pop sensation Britney Spears has been linked to Sean Diddy Combs, but not for the reasons you might think. It's not his infamous freak-off parties that connect them, but rather Britney's former business manager, Lou M. Taylor, the founder of TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group. Taylor played a pivotal role in Britney's 2008 conservatorship. Interestingly enough, Taylor also managed Diddy, who's currently locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in New York facing serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, as she herself disclosed back in 2019. Their professional ties go way back to the early 90s, and it's still a mystery whether they're working together today. Spears hasn't held back her thoughts on Robin Greenhill, TriStar's services director. Robin found herself caught up in a lawsuit against Diddy back in 2021. There were reports that Robin had control over Britney's credit cards and medication, and that TriStar was using Spears' money to pay for security services that kept tabs on her throughout her conservatorship, reports the Express US. In her Tell-All 2023 book, Britney didn't mince words about Robin calling her Lou's weird-ass lackey and accusing them, along with her dad, Jamie Spears, of bullying her. TriStar, alongside Lou and Robin, have all rejected these claims. They've stood firm, saying the conservatorship came out following recommendation of legal counsel, not TriStar, and approved by the court for more than 12 years. However, Robin found herself back in the news in 2024 when Rodney Little Rod Jones lodged a $30 million lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of assault while under the influence of drugs. The lawsuit was filed just weeks before two of Diddy's homes were searched as part of sex trafficking investigation. Little Rod alleges he was instructed to recruit sex workers and participate in activities with them for Diddy's pleasure, claiming he has hundreds of hours of video evidence of Diddy's supposed serious illegal activity. According to THR, Rodney claims that Robin was one of several individuals who facilitated these incidents. TriStar is not mentioned in the recent indictment against Diddy, who has refuted all allegations against him. He is currently awaiting trial at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. However, he and his legal team strongly assert his innocence. After his arrest, Diddy's lawyer, Mark Mark, issued a statement. We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man and proven philanthropist. Wasn't that what Epstein was? who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children and working to uplift the black community. What's he done for the black community? He's an imperfect person, but he's not a criminal. Well, let's see when it all goes to trial, because I think the whole thing's going to spill out. Okay. Dr. John Bull Shrimps, 3rd, Esquire. Bro was involved with Diddy. He was all but named in the Cassie v. Diddy lawsuit. World-renowned R&B artist who's known for assaulting a Bajan woman, a Bajan woman. That is Chris Brown. He was there at the parties. Go back and look. It's all there. Allegedly. What is my phone doing? Hang on. Sorry, I got messages. Well, Shannon sent me a text. Is Shannon here yet? I started early. He didn't know. Chris said same 2 women who trafficked Britney at the centre of Diddy. These 2 women in charge of her conservatorship. There she is, one of them. There they are. And there she is again. And there's allegedly, you know, the 2008 when Britney got up on stage and it was the worst, like she had this little black bikini thing on and she was really failing at dancing and everything. Well, apparently that had something to do with the Diddy party the night before, or being with Diddy the night before, and maybe possibly him drugging her drink. I don't know. Wake the flock up. Well said. She claims that her father essentially sold her to Diddy, leading to feelings of betrayal and exploitation. This has not only affected her emotionally, but has raised serious questions about the dynamics of the Smith family and the ethics of those in the entertainment industry. Willow Smith accuses father Will Smith of selling her to P. Diddy. Naomi Campbell, been banned from being charity trustee. Born Queen, said investigate her. She's a Diddy friend. There's more to this woman. Yeah, wasn't Naomi Campbell listed on the island, going to the island? And here we go. I think they're starting to really worry now. You've got on Adele crying on stage. Mr. 430 and crypto. Okay. She's going down with Diddy too, so she's thinking about the good times. Because what happened was, she was bawling her at the beginning of the song. She couldn't even sing. She was getting the audience to sing until she pulled herself together. Tara Bull said Adele cries while performing Someone Like You for the last time in Munich. That's the last time, love. Bye-bye. If you're connected, bye-bye. Here we go. Britney Stan. There's a Britney Stan. Okay. New article from HIH suggests that Diddy was hired by Lou Taylor to drug Britney the night before the 2007 VMAs. 2007. Okay? So there you go. I don't know. It's a theory. Diddy hired by Taylor to drug Britney. While Diddy's being criminally investigated, rumours are circulated online accusing him of playing a role in Britney's 2007 downfall. Internet sleuths are starting to wonder if Diddy was hired to drug Britney the night before a VMA performance to make her seem wildly unhinged on national television so the conservatorship that was coming would be more easily justified. And again, those stupid women. Some think the 2007 VMA performance was a humiliation ritual. The media hyped up Britney's performance for months, calling it Britney's big comeback, just for her to stumble sloppily on the stage and bomb while the entire world watched. A cameraman cut to celebrity reactions in the crowd, most of whom appeared confused, watching the pop princess stumble. When the camera zoomed in on Diddy, 1 minute 40 mark, he looked unfazed, leaving many wondering if Diddy knew something we didn't know. The night before the infamous VMA performance, Britney was spotted partying in Vegas with Diddy, Paris Hilton, and 50 Cent dancing barefoot on a couch at Pure nightclub in a silky spaghetti strap and plaid grey fedora. Diddy gave Britney a shout out when she entered the club. There you go. Just, I don't know, there's all these theories flying left, right and centre. Borg said, I hope every single last person gets justice and closure that's been harmed by Diddy and his bullshit. Diddy isn't going to survive prison, though. Child attackers get handled. They're called rock spiders here. And I hope they don't kill him. I hope the other prisoners do to him for years what he'd been doing to all these children. And people wonder why so many were breaking and snapping in Hollywood. This is why. I feel bad for Britney Spears. She hasn't been able to bounce back from a trauma. Her videos appear to be her actively still living within that trauma. And Macaulay Culkin. Oh, Macaulay Culkin. ML Georgia said Macaulay was another abused child actor. God, hey? When you just keep looking and looking, the more you dig, honestly, it just couldn't get any deeper. Well, it can, actually. Sugar said, P. Diddy, Ashton Kutcher at his party. What makes it so weird is their friendship with Brittany Murphy. Allegedly, she passed away from anemia. Then they found drugs in her system. And they said she was poisoned. Does this sound familiar to you? Brittany Murphy also died of pneumonia at a young age. Could Diddy have been involved? Well, things are flying left, right and centre now, okay? People are wondering. Let's have a look at what this girl's saying.
Let us find out that he took this precious angel, Brittany Murphy, from us, and all these people around Diddy seem to be unalived by pneumonia as young, thriving people. I know way more about this than I probably should because I loved the woman, but she passed away in 2009 from pneumonia and anemia because that's normal at 32, right? She also had the same coroner as Whitney Houston, Paul Walker, Tom Petty, Michael Jackson, and Kim Porter, who is his ex. And when asked to reopen her case, he suddenly passed away too. Brittany got married to this guy who was never good enough for her. His name was Simon Monjack. He was sleazy and yeah. Anyways, apparently he owed celebrity trainer who is heavily associated with Diddy, Harley Pasternak, a lot of money. That's the same trainer that was threatening to put Kanye away in a mental hospital. Weird, isn't it? Weird for a trainer to do. Simon here ended up passing away from the same exact causes 5 months later. And there was said to be mold in the house, but no one ever verified that. And her mom was living there too and never got it. Her father has been trying to reopen the case and no one wants to listen to him. And he's convinced rat unaliving was used in what happened to her and probably him. Now, after all this Diddy stuff has come out, it's very suspicious. So let us find out that you were involved in this because we loved this woman. Rest in peace, beautiful. I am so sorry for what happened to you. You should still be here.
Okay, sorry, the end of the TikTok videos are always really loud with that bloop. Okay, Mark Rowley said, and there it is, imagine my utter shock. Apathetic chickens are coming home to roost. Wakey, wakey, Australia. This Muslim woman's going to launch her own party here in Australia, and I don't need to listen to her talk because I don't. I just don't. There you go, Muslim party in Australia now. Okay, what happened to Australia, for God's sake? Liz Churchill's going, Jay-Z has hundreds of victims ready to come forward, connecting him to a sinister web that ties together Diddy, Harvey Weinstein. Isn't this what she said before? Did she say more here than she did in the other one? We'll have a listen anyway, okay?
He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's a mess.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases. dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of, this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Hey, weren't the Pussycat Dolls strippers before they became singers? That sounds like they just, that we're not, the best of the best people aren't where they should be. The worst of the worst people aren't where they should be either. They're in the wrong places. Hodge Twins said North Carolina is Maui 2.0. Kamala and Biden are leaving Americans to die. Robert Duck said, pay attention. Trump always tells you what's coming, good or bad. Next stop, Andrew said Trump drops a subtle hint that he'll be replacing income taxes with tariffs.
The word tariff to me is a very beautiful word because it can save our country, truly. And yet, I think because of graft, because of a lot of consulting payments and other things that given by other countries, we have so much fighting with politicians on using it. I saved our steel industries by putting tariffs on steel that China came in and dumped. And you know what they do? They dump and dump and dump. Everybody goes out of business. Then they buy those businesses very cheap, and then they raise the prices to higher than they ever were. That's one of the many benefits that they have if they want to do it. But by putting tariffs on, as an example, in the furniture business in North Carolina, it was so vibrant, and they stole our business. And they charge us, if you wanted to build a furniture place, if you want to sell your furniture in China, they won't take it. But if you want to build a plant in China to make furniture in China using their labor, they open it. We're doing the same thing. But a lot of people are, we don't want to have tariffs. The country was at the richest point in its history in the 1890s. It was all tariffs. If you looked at William McKinley as an example, he was a big tariff president. They had committees that were put in charge of what to do with the money. We were taking in so much money. And McKinley would say, why should we let other people come in and steal our factories and steal our workers and steal our jobs? And why shouldn't we benefit? And he tariffed the other countries. And we made so much, and then they went to the income tax system later on. But they would actually they had a blue ribbon committee. Our country was so rich, they didn't know what to do with the money. And this blue ribbon committee was set up to determine how can we spend all of this money, and they took it in through tariffs. But we can turn our country around, make it strong, and then guard it with tariffs.
There you go.
The word tariff to me is...
They do always tell you. And Conspiracy Bot said, Freemason admits loose. I saw this back in 2008. Okay, or 9 or 10 or something, okay? Now listen to this guy, because he's a Freemason. There was a full interview here. This is only part of it. But the guy was walking to the Freemason Lodge, and this guy stopped him and interviewed him. So let's have a listen.
Lucifer, what is your problem?
Just that, sir.
Okay.
I'm a Christian, sir.
I'm pure and virtuous and wholesome and innocent. How can you say anything about me?
Sir, you need to be born again.
I am born again.
Now, did you just say that you were Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy...
Virtuous.
Virtuous. Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh,
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light.
No.
And you're
about
confirming
those hospitals?
You know what, sir? Jesus said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, we did not do these good deeds in your name? And you'll say, away from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you.
Jesus said it?
In Matthew chapter 5.
Mercy.
No.
That's hard to believe.
So you're a Christian and you don't know that? Actually,
no, I really am.
You are.
Because I'm pure and virtuous.
You're pure and virtuous, okay, yeah. In other words, you're perfect without Jesus, right?
No.
Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
Well, he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes, he is.
Is he the only worshipful master?
Yes.
Have you ever been called worshipful master?
No, because I've just been too busy. I've been working.
Working?
Been working to help people.
What
like
kind
you.
of work? Okay.
Get out of here.
See, this is what a Mason confesses, is that Lucifer is light.
Okay, so there you go. I remember watching that years ago, but there is a full version of this, but I don't know if it's still on the internet now. MJ Truth Ultra said, no freaking way. Unburdened by what has been. Karl Marx said, move forward into a future unburdened by what has been. Is that a Karl Marx quote? Can we be unburdened from what has been with this thing? Okay, anyway. DC Drano said, mic drop, Hung Chow. Said Captain Chow, ask yourself, are you better off today when you were 4 years old than you were 4 years ago, not 4 years old. Yes, I was better off at 4 years old. I'm sure we all were, most of us. If you were looked after by parents, yes, you were better off. But anyway, okay, 4 years ago. Across the board, the answer is no. No, I'm not doing better than I was 4 years ago. The only people better off today than they were 4 years ago are illegal aliens, criminals, and senators like Tim Kaine.
You know, the economy is hitting us all the same way. Ask yourself this question. Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? The answer across the board is no. The only people better off today than they were 4 years ago are illegal aliens, criminals, and senators like Senator Tim Kaine. You know, the economy is hitting us all the same way. Ask yourself this question. Are you...
Okay, this guy, if you're in the area to vote for him over Tim Kaine, whoever that is. And remember this, end wokeness. Today marks 3 years. This was on 2 days ago, right? It marked 3 years since one of the most iconic moments of live TV. Are you ready for it?
Thank you to all of our partners. Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang back those first two stages and just watch and learn. What did you learn that helped you there in those closing laps?
Oh my God, it was learning how each line didn't stay to one. Thank you to all of our partners.
That's not what they were saying, though, was it, love? Okay. I don't know about this one. I might read this one. I'm not going to do a Rumble video today. I'll be doing one tomorrow, only because I did not sleep well. I'll explain at the end of all the news. Liberty Times and Politics said DARPA, the voice of God weapon. Dr. Robert Duncan, CIA engineer. Okay, listen to this.
I was talking a little bit about, well, mind control in particular, and something that I worked on, and I'm not proud of, but it's called the voice of God weapon. So there are 4 different techniques and technologies that can pipe voices into an individual's head. And once you can do that, you can control them using neurolinguistic programming techniques. You're rewiring their thought processes and brains. And so this gets into what's called offensive information warfare. And they used it, I believe, in the Gulf War to tell the enemy at that time, lay down your guns, this is Allah. And it worked pretty well because hearing voices which have no direction or sound, you have to assume that it's some spiritual entity. So it works pretty well. And then, I don't know if I'm going to get into this, but there's something called hyper game theory. How do you, they want to see if they can manipulate people to do things that are irrational, but also walk them to their death. And so you can call it a eugenics program even. And they need to sample all cultures, language throughout the world to define their probability matrices of which tricks, techniques, deception works. That's just what's happening. Now we have which are magnetically activated nanoparticles and sensors. So how do you control a brain? Most people don't believe that. Oh, you can't control me. I have my own free will. There's no way you can get to my soul. Well, sorry, that's not true. So these nanoparticles are activated under certain magnetic frequency and will alter the brain patterns and pathways. Recently, my school came out, Harvard came out with what you see here on the right slide is the magnified view of a needle that's injected into the brain and puts the scaffolding over the brain, and then it's read that way at a much finer resolution. So let's talk about a little bit about deciphering the audio and visual cortex. So researchers at the university.
Okay, obviously that's a short clip of a much bigger clip.
I was talking.
But this is something they can do. So if you ever hear voices in your head, ignore them as much as you can. There's probably some CIA personnel sitting there going, "You want to go and do harm to people, don't you? Yes, they did you wrong. Don't believe them, okay? Just ignore them." Okay, Rubber Duck said, as it turns out, everything we were taught as truth is likely a lie, and all of the conspiracy theories we were told to stay away from were likely true, and all of this is about to play out on television in the coming weeks and months. Right now, the TV is showing us who the characters are so that people still walking around believing everything's just peachy normal won't end up in a mental institution when things go kind of sideways, which they will. Note, this only makes sense if you believe that everything on the television has been scripted by good guys since at least 2020, 2021. If you're not there yet, that's okay, but a 5-year-old would absolutely believe me. There's two kinds of anon. This is warfare. Trust the plan and do something cute. I'm in the middle. I do, but I'm going, come on. And Tim, this is in response to Tim Watley, who said, "I can't follow any of this. Can you explain it like I'm 5? Like, believe me, sometimes I need that too. Sometimes I need someone to explain it to me like I'm 5. But I keep remembering that 40,000-foot view. And when you stand back and look at everything, you can see it all unfolding. Okay, James Herson said, EVs still so unpopular that car thieves won't even steal them. Apparently. Yeah, mine do too, Deb. Mine just tell me I want lots of chocolate. So I've got to exercise twice as hard to eat that chocolate if I want to eat chocolate. Shadow of Ezra said 5 months ago, Piedmont Lithium made headlines as it moved closer to launching its mining operation in Gaston County, North Carolina, after securing a state-approved mining permit just 2.5 years after applying. However, Local residents have been fighting against the proposed lithium mine for years, with residents describing themselves as a silent minority. Their main concern, the environmental damage the mine could bring, feeling it wasn't in their best interests. Several homes in the area are even displayed yard signs with bold no symbols over the words Gaston County Pit Mine. Fast forward 5 months and Hurricane Helene has left the community, really in apocalyptic conditions. So there you go. Oh, and our government here in Australia. Okay, Craig Kelly said the government that was elected into office, thanks to their misinformation, now wants the power to become the arbiters of truth.
Yeah, we think misinformation and disinformation is a big threat to people's safety and to our society and to our economy as well.
Translation: to their safety, to their way of living and their economy.
And we want to hold the big tech platforms to account. And the steps that we are taking when it comes to misinformation and disinformation are about protecting and cherishing and advancing free speech, not censoring it. Yeah, we think misinformation...
Yeah, that's isn't that an oxymoron? They want to implement censorship to stop censorship? I don't know. And then this, Libs of TikTok said Tim Walz just lost the election. There's no recovering from this fumble. Wow, this is so bad. You ready for it? I've got a couple of them.
Governor Walz, you said you were in Hong Kong during the deadly Tiananmen Square protests in the spring of 1989. But Minnesota Public Radio and other media outlets are reporting that you actually didn't travel to Asia until August of that year. Can you explain that discrepancy?
Yeah, well, and to the folks out there who didn't get at the top of this, look, I grew up in small rural Nebraska, town of 400, town that you rode your bike with your buddies till the streetlights come on, and I'm proud of that service. I joined the National Guard at 17, worked on family farms, and then I used the GI Bill to become a teacher, passionate about it, a young teacher. My first year out, I got the opportunity in the summer of '89 to travel to China. 35 years ago, be able to do that. I came back home and then started a program to take young people there. We would take basketball teams.
Oh, God, I haven't listened to this man, right? He's another one who doesn't answer questions. This pees me off.
We would take baseball teams, we would take dancers, and we would go back and forth to China. The issue for that was to try and learn. Now, look, my community knows who I am. They saw where I was at. Look, I will be the first to tell you, I have poured my heart into my community. I've tried to do the best I can, but I've not been perfect, and I'm a knucklehead at times, but it's always been about that. Those same people elected me to Congress for 12 years. And in Congress, I was one of the most bipartisan people, working on things like farm bills that we got done, working on veterans benefits. And then the people of Minnesota were able to elect me to governor twice. So look, my commitment has been from the beginning to make sure that I'm there for the people, to make sure that I get this right. I will say more than anything, many times I will talk a lot, I will get caught up in the rhetoric, but being there, the impact it made, the difference it made in my life, I learned a lot about China. I hear the critiques of this. I would make the case that Donald Trump should have come on one of those trips with us. I guarantee you he wouldn't be praising Xi Jinping about COVID, and I guarantee you he wouldn't start a trade war that he ends up losing. So this is about trying to understand the world. It's about trying to do the best you can for your community, and then it's putting yourself out there and letting your folks understand what it is. My commitment, whether it be through teaching, which I was good at, or whether it was being a good soldier or was being a good member of Congress, those are the things that I think are the values that people care about.
Governor, just to follow up on that, the question was, can you explain the discrepancy?
All I said on this was I got there that summer and misspoke on this, so I will just, that's what I've said. So I was in Hong Kong and China during the democracy protests went in. And from that, I learned a lot of what needed to be in governance.
Oh, dear God. No more. I can't handle any more. Jeez. That is infuriating. And our politicians do it too here. Okay. Real Ben said we've only just begun. What have we only just begun? What's going on?
And just like that, all of a sudden Kanye isn't so crazy after all, is he?
A lot more things make sense today. I fell down rapper TikTok last night. Listen.
This one might have to wait till tomorrow for Rumble. I'm going to get copyrighted for the amount that I did play anyway. Oh, my God. Anyway, just in case, because I don't know, he might say something that maybe can't be said on YouTube, I think. Burning Bright said, okay, listen up, people. I'm going to combine Patel Patriots' dig on Trump's connections to the current leadership of the ILA with a chaser that should cut off all arguments asserting this isn't fully controlled. The same day the strike commences, Trump publishes an op-ed in Newsweek that's all about his economic agenda. The meat of Trump's proposed plan relies on placing tariffs on foreign goods and drastically reducing taxes on domestic production. Here's the thing getting lost in the noise. Trump's going to reward foreign manufacturers for making foreign goods in America. The brilliant bit of game theory is global in scale, and it means foreign brands are literally going to be competing to hire American workers and build American manufacturing infrastructure. He's also going to force them to use American materials such as American steel, not the inferior Chinese steel. It's an infinite economic feedback loop. Foreign countries are going to fund the American restoration, almost like it was planned this way. Donald Trump, my plan to make America affordable again and bring back the American dream. John Herald said timing of this is dusting. ILA President Daggett enjoys a long relationship with Donald Trump, going back decades in New York City. Both Trump and Daggett are the same age and were both from Queens, New York. In late November 2023, former President Trump invited the ILA president to meet with him in Florida at Mar-a-Lago. We had a wonderful, productive 90-minute meeting where I expressed to President Trump the threat of automation to American workers, said ILA President Harold Daggett, I was going to say President Donald Trump. President Trump promised to support the ILA and its opposition to automated terminals in the US. Mr. Trump also listed to my concerns about federal right-to-work laws, which undermines unions and their ability to represent and fight for its membership. So there you go. Okay, Mick said, I've been keeping count since Monday. Australia's in recession despite the economic data saying otherwise. I've had 27 people ring me and ask me for a job over the last 3 days, and the day isn't over. I've had suppliers tell me their incomings are down by 30 to 50% to work sites, and I've had my subcontractors even tell me they are now also struggling to keep the work flowing in, but also receiving similar phone calls. I've also heard from one of my suppliers that certain areas of the state have completely fallen off and are seeing people close their doors. I don't care about budget surpluses by my federal government. I care about what I'm seeing in the real world. Prices keep going up, immigration keeps going up, government employment keeps going up. This is what dangerous economic stimulus can do, and we're about to witness corrective action not seen in Australia since the 1980s. Watch it go. Okay, Park McDougall, here we go. Are you fucking kidding me? FEMA spent $640 million on illegal immigrants this year and now has no money for disaster relief. Shame on them. iPot, the official 76, said couldn't help but notice that there aren't a lot of electric vehicles out there helping flood victims. No, a lot of them can't do it. Okay, so you remember iPot? That was another one who got kicked off YouTube. Carly Bones said, what is Trump? What if Trump sang the theme song of Friends, okay? Now, I should have put this first, but it's quite funny again. We've got another funny video, so let's go with this. Now, they're playing the song, so I can't get copyrighted for this one. I will for all the other ones I've played, but this one will be all right. Ready for it?
Baby. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, and your love life's on DOA. Feels like you're just stuck in second gear. Why is that? when it hasn't been your day, your month, or even your year. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you. Baby, the rain's still pouring. Baby, we live in New York with a group of friends. 2 of them are siblings, 2 of them are dating, 1 a never smelly cat.
Okay, so that was if Trump sang the Friends intro theme. So I thought it was pretty funny. Okay. Real Ben said, there's something else going on beyond what is directly playing out in front of our eyes. It's difficult to articulate, but it's a vibe. If you know, you know. And this is why I didn't play that video, because this is Real Ben, and that was Real Ben. And I knew he was going to say something about, and I don't know what he's going to say, so I've got to go and listen to it first. Okay. Liberty Times and Politics. What's this from? 2020. What's this? Okay, there's something to read on Rumble. Dr. CIET17 said, The general said, breaking. Earth is about to be hit by a geomagnetic storm on October the 5th. Tomorrow. Today here in Australia is October the 5th, but very soon it'll be October the 5th in the US, which could result in blackouts, disrupt satellite communications, and cause damage to the power grid. How many times have we heard this before? I hear it every time. Every time. We're going to black out. It's going to black out. We'll see. It might. If not, I'll be here tomorrow. Okay? Because I'm going to go live again tomorrow because I haven't been here all week. And I won't be doing a Rumble video today. I am just doing this video. Lack of sleep. Yep. And I know what's causing the headaches too. Because I did not have a headache for 4 days. The whole time I was away, I did not get one headache. Okay. Colin Ruggs said, new man uses mirror to get attention of a helicopter pilot from over a mile away in North Carolina. That mirror caught our attention well over a mile away. Only way we were able to find someone stranded in the mountains. Watch this. He's in there with, okay, look, yep. If you ever go into the woods, take a mirror or a big silver sheet or something. Okay. Liberty Times and Politics. What? Oh, I did read that one. Ann Vandersteel said, breaking, what's happening to Asheville is a national disgrace. Kamala's on the ground in Georgia 2 days after President Trump to offer a measly $750 to those who've lost everything. Mayorkas says there's no FEMA money for hurricanes because it's being used for settling illegals. Kamala missed her hurricane preparedness brief for 3 years in a row because she never thought anyone would care. Joe attended, but not this year because he's too senile. At Hurricane Katrina and non-stop wall-to-wall MSN coverage, but Hurricane Helene is being swept under the carpet. Guys, there's nothing right about this administration that is American or even just plain right. We're being taken over from within by people who hate us. Trump is the only way forward. Oh, we have too. Honestly, here in Australia, we've been taken over by people who absolutely hate us. And Penny Wong is one of them. Trump War Room said President Trump, he's a deranged person. I call him deranged Jack Smith. He just lost the big documents case. It was a total victory in Florida. He works for Kamala and he works for Joe. This was a weaponization of government. That's why it was released 30 days before the election. So the Jack Smith case has fallen through. I bet you Jack Smith is frothing at the mouth. Like he's got rabies. Okay, RGV Truth said Swananoa, Black Mountain, NC residents, Silverado's music venues, has hot food and supplies. This was 2 days ago. You can also drop off donations 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. 2898 US 70 Black Mountain NC 28711. So they're taking donations of food and stuff and they're giving it out as well. The rubber duck said, and speaking of Evergreen, who remembers this? Not that we were, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to always mention it. Who remembers this cryptic tweet sent out by Jake Tapper? Evergreen was Hillary Clinton's Secret Service code name. Adam Serwer said this is all going to get so much worse, and in response, Jake Tapper said, Evergreen leads all the way. Wait till you see what these are used for. Little people. It's what they get this from. It's what they take as like a drug to them. That's why Hillary has Kuru, and she goes, oh, I just messed myself right up then. Okay, Footdoc said, so the most powerful country in the world doesn't have the resources to cover the cost of hurricane season, but does have the resources to cover the cost of funding two separate wars between foreign countries on the other side of the planet. Okay. Maui families got $700. Helene families get $750. Illegal aliens get $13,000 EBT cards with $5,000 cash. Zelensky got billions. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden absolutely hate American citizens. Voting Democrats, anti-American. Yes, this is exactly right. Hurricane victims and Joe going, here, Zelensky, sorry, out of money, can't help, sorry. You guys just have to help yourselves now. But this is what we're being shown. The government are useless, okay? This is what we're being shown. They are useless in times of crisis. The people are going to help the people. The government can't help anyone except themselves and lining their own pockets. Ryan Tyers said, if you're wondering why citizens are being turned away that are coming to help NC and TN, you'll want to hear my experience as someone who's been doing this as a private citizen for almost a decade. I was able to get into and out of Asheville. We bought food, water, fuel and other supplies, as well as help people affected by the floods. But there are reasons why they're not allowing outside help. I cannot confirm the reasons why in NC, but I can tell you the reasons in other storms I've worked. I'll explain below. Let me share with you first the first disaster area that I finally realised this was all about money. In the Florida Keys with Hurricane Irma after Texas got hit with Harvey, we finished our efforts in Texas and were the first citizen team to make it to Key Largo. The federal agencies had US 1 shut down just south of Key Largo and wouldn't let anyone in or out, even though the road was okay to pass. We explained to them we had boats, jet skis, food, water, chainsaws and fuel to bring to these people. They didn't care and wouldn't let us in. It was night by that point, and you rarely saw the lights of the vehicles in the distance on the individual keys, meaning the emergency response teams from FEMA weren't even working. It was all quiet. We decided we'd go in anyways. We filled up the boats and jet skis with all we could reasonably carry and went by water around their BS blockades and around their law enforcement presence on the water. It was 87 miles by water to get to our first stop, Cujo Bay and Sugarloaf Key. When we arrived there, we were greeted by a homeowner, for privacy I won't name him, although we have video, who was elated to see us and all the supplies we bought. His house was in shambles. We started offloading supplies on the shoreline and helping them to get into what was left of his house. During that process, it explained to us that FEMA had set up a command centre at a local high school on the island, but that they weren't doing anything to help the residents, not even bringing them water. Instead, he explained they were driving around using a loudspeaker telling people to stay in their homes. They weren't even helping the homeowners with supplies. I was sceptical at first while he was telling me all this, but then he said something that broke my heart. He told us that the people of the Keys were all in despair because they had just seen weeks before the overwhelming support for Texas with Hurricane Harvey by the citizens of this country. He and his neighbours on all of the Keys felt like Americans had forgotten about them completely, because at this point, 5 days after landfall, all they had seen was FEMA and they were of no help. The residents were cut off from the outside world, no cellular, no internet, no way to contact anyone or hear of any efforts to try and help them. The only communication they had was from a local radio station on Sugarloaf Key that was broadcasting on AM to the surrounding keys. The man, after hearing that there were citizens trying to bring them help, but refused entry by federal law enforcement, was visibly upset. He and his neighbours really thought the country had abandoned them. He insisted that we get into his waterlogged truck and that he would take us to the radio station so we could go live on air to tell the citizens trapped in the Keys that we, the American people, were there to help and that the government was trying to stop our efforts. And that's exactly what we did. After that, we were determined to help as many people as we could, but we were met with red tape throughout the whole process and time we were in the Keys. We finally were able to talk to some authorities to let us down to the Faro Blanco Resort in Marathon toward the end of Boot Key. This was the same hotel where state and local authorities were staging their personnel, and they were happy to see us. I was able to coordinate several truckfuls of supplies to be brought down to the EOC in Marathon. I was privy to the EOC meeting, but was informed in that meeting that all of the semi-trucks full of food, water and hygiene supplies were to be turned around, not allowed to be offloaded for distribution by the EOC. The reason they gave us was these donations were not from companies on their preferred vendors list, and that they would not accept them or give them to residents of the Keys impacted by the storm. It was at that point that I realised this is all about money. These preferred vendors are getting part of the money being released by the state and federal government for each disaster. In turn, some of the vendors make it on the list because a friend gets them on the list, and in return for getting ridiculously outlandish amounts of compensation for the services they render, they give kickbacks. So accepting outside donations, even though they're on location and can help people now, they would rather let people suffer so they can get their kickbacks. This meeting solidified my resolve to help these people regardless of what the greedy officials wanted. We were going to feed the lower Keys that were being neglected. I diverted all semi-trucks to the Faro Blanco Resort and Marathon and filled the entire first floor with pallets upon pallets of food, water and essential supplies and created a food pantry for residents to come and get anything and however much they needed. From local to state troopers to the homeless, we were all given wheelbarrows, and free rein to anything they needed. We also delivered supplies down to Big Pine Key. We helped establish the tent city on Big Pine Key. Big companies like Tito's Vodka and Whelan just kept bringing trucks full of everything that was needed. When FEMA finally started handing out boxes of canned goods, limited to one per household, we were filling cars full of food and supplies for people and pets. There is so much more to the story in Keys and further from there in other storms we've worked. The common theme, though, is that federal government always tries to keep citizens from helping, and the local authorities, the ones that live and work in the area, are always happy to have outside help. I call out to Elon Musk and anyone else who can monetarily help people like myself and those that work with me, who have the knowledge and the will to help those devastated by these disasters. Help us sidestep the red tape and get the people the relief they need. We are willing, we are many, and we are ready. That's the way to go. I'm telling you, this is all exposure. The last 4 years, 5 years, whatever, however many years, is all exposure. Now, this is exposing FEMA and the federal government trying to, help. I don't even know if that's the right word for it anymore. Get in the way. More like get in the way of people helping. Matt Wallace said in just the last 24 hours, Diddy exposed allegedly abusing a 9-year-old girl. Is it a girl or a boy? Because, they've been accused of both. I'm not sure. Famous actor Kevin Sorbo reveals he left Hollywood because they're all pedos. Joe Jonas caught desperately trying to erase Diddy from his songs. Walk for me, baby, I'll be Diddy, you'll be Naomi, whoa, whoa. Keisha changed hers too, wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. They're all in on it. The hammer's about to be dropped. I can't wait. Let's go. And apparently, Canberra shared this, Catholic Charities, a Fort Worth's partner organisation, has Islamic terrorism ties. Okay, it's through a group that they deal with who's dealing with the terrorists.
Catholic Charities of Fort Worth's partner organization has Islamic terrorist ties. Yep, the Islamic Circle of North America, ICNA, is an affiliate of the Pakistani terrorist group Jamaat-e-Islami. Tarrant County GOP Chair Beau French unraveled this all. Catholic Charity established the Texas Office for Refugees to handle grants dispersed by the Biden-Harris administration. They're tight, y'all. In 2022, they received $800 million from the Biden-Harris admin to aid illegal aliens. But now their CEO says they only help legals. Well, Beau French dug deeper and found that they've actually partnered together. The ICNA organization advocates for ending Israel and hosting pro-Hamas protests, plus more, y'all. Together, they've resettled 50,000 refugees to North Texas. Beau French said the Harris-Biden administration is giving billions to NGOs to fund the invasion and give our hard-earned taxpayer money to illegal aliens. These NGOs are even working with groups who support Islamic terrorism. Electing Trump is the only hope we have to stop it. Catholic.
She was taking a lot of big breaths there. Okay, and to our stupid Rudd, who's connected to Epstein. That's one of our politicians here in Australia. Jeffrey Epstein donated $650,000 to Kevin Rudd's International Peace Institute. And now here he is with drag queens. Okay. In response to Senator Rick said, I swear he's gay. What was the original post? Okay, Senator Gerard Rennick said Kevin Rudd has run up a $150,000 taxpayer-funded bill for overseas trips from the US since he was appointed as Australia's representative in Washington, D.C. The former Prime Minister has travelled to Germany, Switzerland, the UK and Singapore, as well as twice to Australia, with a senior Labor figure quipping that he's become the Albanese government's ambassador to the world. As an ambassador to the US, why is Rudd the dud wasting taxpayers' money to travelling to other countries? This sort of waste is just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to wasteful spending bureaucrats. People's First Party is committed to stopping the bureaucratic rorts. I wish yous would all gang up together with One Nation, or you individual parties just form one big party and let's have a party. How's that? Get these people out and we'll have a party, I'll tell you. I did like that one. Okay, yes, we know. Oh, yeah, this one. One American News said judge sets Ryan Wesley Routh trial date 2 weeks after presidential election. As long as, hopefully, he stays alive. Okay, and we saw that one. Oh, and this one, I was looking for this one. You got to listen to what Tim Walz says. It's pretty bad. Mike Lee said you can put a fork in him. He's done. Libs of TikTok said that's just a saying. It's not an actual, don't go and put a fork in him, okay? Because apparently the governments and YouTube think people are stupid enough to try and do that just because you say, you know. Libs of TikTok said Tim Walz just lost the election. There's no recovering from this fumble. Wow, this is so bad. Let's have a listen.
Governor Walz, you said you were in Hong Kong during the deadly Tiananmen.
No, that was the same one. There's another one. There is another Tim Walz video that I want. Okay, we're getting to it. We're getting to it because I see the memes happening. Why? It said Camilla's entire family's not real. Go see Candace Owens' videos just to start. The only records of Donald J. Harris, her father, show him born in 1938 to Beryl Harris and died still a child in 1940. So who is the man saying he's her father? Okay. Ian Miles Chong said, who made this? Friends with school shooters, because apparently that's what he said. So they put them all here. Friends. Okay. Can I read this one? No, I'll wait for Rumble on this one. But pretty crazy how I don't know, this looks like the one. Okay. One looks like the other one. Anyway, okay. This is it. Joe Rambo said. John Rambo, that was his name. This has got to be the most insane thing I've ever heard come out of a politician's mouth. And that's saying a lot. I become friends with school shooters. That's not for POG. Then Tim needs psychiatric help. Are you ready for it?
Opposed an assault weapons ban, but it's only later in your political career did you change your position. Why?
Yeah, I sat in that office with those Sandy Hook parents. I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA, I was an NRA guy for a long time. They
opposed an
Do you want to hear it again?
assault weapons ban, but it's only later in your political career did you change your position. Why?
Yeah, I sat in that office with those Sandy Hook parents. I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA, I was an NRA guy for a long time.
Okay. He said it, not me. And Joe Rambo said, Tim and Adam are friends. Oh, dear. And October the 2nd, which was 3 days ago, from White House, Grandpa said 3 storms headed towards us again. Storm tracker, Kirk may become major hurricane as other systems brew. Just keep your eyes open. That one I can't read. This one, I'll make this one the last one because it's been 2 hours worth of news. Wow. White House Grandpa said this didn't age well. Follow the White House Grandpa. In this section, the negative impacts of human trafficking misinformation. Unfortunately, enduring misconceptions about human trafficking have helped misinformation and rumours about the crime spread rapidly throughout countries and through social media, particularly in the United States. In recent years, participants in online forums have spread a number of false and misleading claims about child sex trafficking, sometimes deliberately deceiving the public through disinformation efforts connected to conspiracy theories unrelated to human trafficking. This content often becomes viral on mainstream social media platforms, taking advantage of well-intentioned members of the public, including those who want to take action to make a difference. Rumours and theories that a global cabal of politicians and celebrities are exploiting children, that companies selling furniture or other high-priced items online are also selling missing children, or that phishing texts are tricking people into human trafficking schemes, are all unfounded and perpetuate false narratives about the realities of human trafficking. Really? Well, then why is it all coming true? No, one more. DR22. This is a good message, okay? Ready? I just want you to know, no matter how tough things get, I believe in you. You're stronger than you think, and you have everything it takes to overcome whatever is in your way. Keep pushing, keep striving. You've got this. Okay? You've got this. And so there we go. There's the news for today. Crazy, isn't it? I've saved that up for 4 days. 5 days. Anyway. Alex said, hey, Heaven, everyone. Wasn't expecting there to be alive tonight. Hope your mum is well. Seeing you all soon, yes. My mum is doing well. She's weird, but she's well. If you know what dementia's like, it's weird. Okay. Alex said, congratulations to Luna and welcome to the twins, Heather and Jade, sending love and prayers to the girls. Geoloff said, hello, everyone. Oh, and it jumped. There you go. I was waiting for that. So I can only go back so far. How far back can I get on this one? Okay, further back on this one here. Is that Cardinal? How you going, Cardinal? Luna, congratulations. Praying for you and your 2 new bundles of joy. Oh, I bet you they're so cute. I'd be there helping if I could, Luna, believe me. Deb said, they also go home for holidays in the country they have fled. But some of them are going back to live there. They come here, register, become an Australian citizen and then go back and live over there. The only thing I can think of is benefits. That's what I think. Geoloff said, sorry, Alex, I was in the middle of cooking supper. Yeah, this whole thing with the recording industry is a continuation of Penn State. Prior to that, the Mormon church. Prior to that, Boys and Girls Town. I remember Boys Town. Deb said, oh, my God, I didn't think they removed voters. Example, NC flooding. Cardinal said, I left San Francisco 7 years ago and I'm so grateful I got out. Even though I hated to leave, but I knew if I didn't, I'd probably have gotten even more hurt. Oh. Deb said, not is staying in Vegas anymore. Yeah, it's not staying in Vegas anymore, is it? What happens in Vegas is coming out. It's all coming out. Alex said, no worries. I bet it's something delicious as always. I have beef stew cooking in the slow cooker. Yum. Oh, I've got to go get something out for dinner too. Deb said, can you play a video with this music? I don't know what video that was. Deb said, we're having barbecue today. Oh, nice. Cardinal said, I just found out today that Universal Music Group is owned by the Bronfman family. Seagrams, Nexium, Fiji, Island. There you go. Doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me at the moment. Well, something will, I'm sure, but, you know. Deb said, do they really think it would all not be found out? I believe they thought so. GLF said, Boys Town of Ohio, prior to that, McMartin Preschool, prior to that, CMIX. Roman Catholic Church, desist worldwide. A to Africa, Iraq, Vietnam, Germany, Japan, World War II, on and on. Yep. Alex said, oh, interesting. I'm sure I've heard something else about the head of Universal Music too, but it slipped my mind just now. Hopefully I'll remember, Cardinal. And Deb said, my poor cat. Yeah, he was scratching at the door for ages. He's stopped, thank God. They're like children. You've got to be firm. You can't give in. You can't say, no. Oh, yeah, I'll let you in, you know. You've got to say no. You've got to mean no. So you've got to think about what you're saying no to first. Really think about it. Is it worth it? Cardinal said, Geoloff, don't forget Presidio. Deb said, not a shock anymore. Cardinal said, bad boy is under Universal and the CEO is Lucen Grange. Geoloff said, Alex, it's spaghetti for two tonight. Ooh. And Deb said, yes, there are 3 categories. Alex said, yeah, there's so many videos out there of them saying stuff they thought they would never get caught, but the truth always comes out in the end, lol, Deb. Alex said, yum, Deb. Deb said, it's been a while since weather too cold for barbecue, so I'm very happy. Yeah, I'd love a barbecue. I don't even have a barbecue. I don't own one. Alex said, oh, I bet you were a gentleman too and give your wife the last meatball too, Geoloft. Alex said, yes, it was something about him, Lucian, but I can't think what it was they were saying about him. Oh, don't want to burp at you. It was probably him being connected to P. Diddler, though. Yeah, thank you. Alex said, awesome, Deb. And thank you so much, Deb. You're a legend. God love you. And whoever that was the other day, HG, thank you so much. You're a legend, mate. Seriously. If you let me know who you are. I just don't want to say the name online. I don't want to say the name. That's the initial. Geoloff said, Alex, yes, it's the Lady and the Tramp. It's beautiful, pure form. I'll roll that meatball to her every time without her even asking. Oh. And Deb said, Shannon's late fee paid. God love you. Cardinal said, Alex, yes, he's the one you probably heard that he would go back to Diddy's room with him for hours. Oh. Yeah, I thought it was without her asking. Yep. Cardinal said, Alex's birth name is Michael, but he changed it to Lucian, another name for the great deceiver. Yep. Like Lucifer, Lucian. Deb said they'll not be able to walk down the streets. Yeah. Alex said, oh, that's lovely. You have such a wonderful relationship and family. Love and God bless you, Geoloft. Yeah. Alex said, similar to another name I know too. One I'd rather not give airtime to, lol, Cardinal. Cardinal said Jaguar said to Piers Morgan that she wore a camera to Diddy's parties. Yes. Yeah, she just said that, and a lot of the other sex workers did too, apparently. Alex said that name is used quite a lot too. Alex said of variations of it, like that big telescope at the Vatican. Isn't the telescope at the Vatican named Lucifer? Okay. Geoloff said, thank you, Alex. It was love right from the start, and the fire is still raging after all. Oh, that's beautiful, Geoloft. I love it when I hear couples like that. Like, you're still going strong, you know? It gives me hope. Alex said, which one? I've never seen Star Wars, Cardinal. Cardinal said, George L., the director. Oh, George Lucas. Alex said, that's so wonderful to hear, Geoloft. Yeah. Shannon said, what the fuck? You start early. It's 8:30. I started at 8 o'clock. Shannon, so it would have probably been 7:30. Tomorrow morning it will be now the new time an hour earlier because our clocks go forward. So 9 o'clock will be an hour earlier. I thought I'd practice this morning by going an hour earlier. Alex said, starts with the same 3 letters, Cardinal. Deb said, yeah, hello. Yes, hello, Riverland. Deb said, your late fee's been paid, Shannon. Cardinal said, I'm being so daft. Sorry, Alex. Alex said, I think your clocks are going forward, Hev. So Hev said, so she thought she would start a day early, Shannon. Shannon said, I'm on time. What the hell? Cardinal said, oh, my God. Shannon said, it's not daylight saving yet. No, tomorrow is. Deb said, yes, Hev decided to go by daylight saving time, Shannon. Oh. Shannon said, if I was Timmy, I'd rage quit. God love you. Deb said, not long, people, court of law is coming for them. Yes, it will be. Shannon said, TriStar messing with their cash. Cardinal said she's evil, allegedly. Deb Jones, how you going? Alex said, they all made these children's parents sign over legal guardianship. Why these parents would ever let that happen, I'll never understand. Maybe money means more than their own children. Heartbreaking. That's terrible. How could you sign? Oh. No way. No. Not at all. Cardinal said, Alex, it makes me insane. I never got the chance to be a mum, and it's the heartbreak of my life. These parents need to be held accountable, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I agree, Cardinal. Deb said, French toast for breakfast. Yum. Shannon said they got done fake as church as well, which they dodged tax, etc. Cost them $1,000 a month. This was the church Bieber converted to. Cardinal said, and then Diddy fired him. Geoloff said, Alex, I knew on the first, during our supper, that I was going to do everything within my power and prayer to whisk her off her feet and take her hand to hold. 2 hearts bound in marriage, happily ever after. Oh, God love yous. That is so sweet. Alex said, same here. If I ever had children, they'd be the most precious thing in the world. I'd never let any stranger bring them up, Cardinal. Shannon said, good idea, Debs. I have loads of fresh chicken ovulations and some bread. So do I, actually. Plenty. Oh, I think I may have found out what my headaches are about. I went and stayed at my daughter's house for 4 or 5 days. I don't even know how long it was. But anyway, I was down there and she has a mattress on the floor. And I did not get a headache once. And now I'm wondering if it's my bloody mattress. Is my mattress too soft? I don't know. I was thinking of trying it on the floor. Like taking the base out and trying the mattress on the floor and see if it does anything. I don't know. So if you see my bed next time and it doesn't look like this, you might know why. I mean, tomorrow morning, I don't think I'm going to do anything between now and then, but you never know. But yeah, that was really weird. I did not have a headache the whole time I was there. I used my same pillow. I took my pillow with me, so it's not the pillow. It has to be the bed. It has to be. I can't think of anything else. I didn't do anything else different. So, and maybe Tim Air can let me know if that would cause all this, because I think it would. It starts in the back and between the shoulders. So, Cardinal said, Alex, me too. I'd fight for them, make sure they had that they knew they were safe, protected, heard, understood, valued, validated, and loved. Yep. But you do, with kids, you do have to, like, sometimes go, no, yep, nope, 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 you know, like, and it makes you feel bad, but you have to do it, right? Because kids thrive with boundaries. Boundaries and a routine. They thrive. They just need to know where their boundaries are and start early, like little, and you'll be better off in the end. You don't have to do anything bad. You just, you know, sometimes you just got to go, no, no, no. Okay. So there you go. Hev's advice. Raising kids. Deb said, did this all was happening back in the day of early Hollywood? Yeah, I believe it has been a long time. Even back to, I was thinking the other day, Marilyn Monroe, Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah, that was sus. Anna Nicole Smith dying. Anyone remember that? That was very sus. Okay, Shannon said, I was waiting around watching other stuff as well. Oh, Shannon, sorry. I'll be an hour earlier from now on. Deb said, baby oil has drugs in it. Yeah, well, yeah, then we heard that it was actually drugs, not baby oil. Shannon said, I saw Black Rapper walking very gingerly after leaving Diddy, lol. Yeah, I think I've heard something about that. Alex said, you're such a wonderful gentleman and I love hearing your stories about your family and living off the land and what you're cooking for dinner, of course, Geoloff, definitely. Sorry. I've just drank a whole lot of water to try to stop the tickle in the throat, so excuse me if I'm burping. Cardinal said, ever looked at her house, Naomi, that is? Is that the one with the big eye, the big Egyptian eye? Deb said, Diddy said he drug water. Shannon said, I've got to make a trip to the pool, stop at tennis, shop at tennis. It's 10:17 here now. So it'll be nearly 10 o'clock for you, Shannon. Alex said, I completely agree with that. Children are so precious and too many people just let them down so badly, Cardinal. Cardinal said, Deb, I learnt this week that allegedly ingesting baby oil can lead to pneumonia. Wow. Shannon said, Deb, make toad in the hole. Cardinal said, Alex, yes, we have a lot of generational trauma to heal once it all comes out. Deb said, yes, rock spiders get a special reception here in prison. They do here. Ones who try to fiddle with little kids. Shannon said they effed the cuteness out of poor Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, poor. I feel sorry for. Like, and think about all the kids that, you know, like Anthony Michael Hall. I'm sure he's involved. I don't know if you've seen him in Tales from the Crypt, but I don't know. He's with that teacher who got busted. The red-headed teacher out of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know that guy? Yeah. Alex said, safe truth, Shannon. Deb said, yummy, Shannon. Alex said, yes, I hope they get the care they deserve, Cardinal. Geoloff said, thanks, Alex. I was told as a boy by my Uncle Bill, who's still my hero to this day, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Your happiness will be overflowing. His wisdom's spot on. Exactly, Geoloft. Exactly. Shannon said, not yet, Alex. It's only 5 minutes away. And Deb said, Heather Rock, a.k.a. Heather O'Rourke, yes. Poltergeist, yes. There's a lot of kids, man. Look at little Ringlet. What's the name? You know, the little redhead ringlets, little old Shirley Temple. Wow. Shannon said, not yet, Alex. It's only 5 minutes away. Shannon said, Wallet has to be careful. Pool stuff is spendy, lol. Yes, I know. Cardinal said, Britney bought her house from Britney Spears. Yes, the other Britney bought her house from Britney Spears, yes. I've still got to do that Jessica Simpson thing. And I've got Glam's Calling that I'm going to do as well. So I'll look at doing those this week. I do have to have the kids again this week. Actually, I didn't have the kids last week. I was babysitting my mum. But this week I'm having the children over for one night. So it'll be 2 days I'll be missing for this week. Alex said, I remember seeing a blind item ages ago about Brittany Murphy being at parties with Muhammad Al-Fayed. There are videos of her with him too. There you go. Cardinal said, Alex, yeah, I saw her in super occult themed pics. Deb said, people said Pauline years ago, protect our country. Alex said, very suspect story like so many of them who die in Hollywood and who try to break free. Cardinal said, here it is. And Susie, how you going, Susie? Good to see ya. Alex said, yes, apparently Britney Spears said there was something weird about the house and why she apparently sold it. Deb said, the secret everyone knows. J1, how you going? Yo, Heaven Crew. Good to see ya. Cardinal said, Alex, yeah, I remember that too. Shannon said, hey, Susie, they started early, for fuck's sake. Alex said, it's all coming out and it's about bloody time. Cardinal said, hallelujah. Deb said, yes, I think the cat doll was. Oh, the Pussycat Dolls, yes. They were strippers before they started singing. Yeah, I don't know, the whole bloody thing. Cardinal said most sex workers, porn stars, etc. are victims of child sexual abuse have been trafficked. Yep. Alex said Clive Davis still at his party while Whitney Houston was laying dead upstairs in a hotel for 12 hours. I knew back then there was something very suspicious about her death. There's another one. Alex said Whitney passed a note to Brandy, interrupting an interview she was having with Clive Davis a day or two before she passed, and Brandy said she'll never say what's in that note. Susie said, I heard the audio for Kim Porter's book when she got pregnant. He told her she had to continue with a gang nookie so that the other participants could take her energy. Total Luciferian ritual. Cardinal said, yes, so awful. Remember what Chaka Khan said? Geoloff said, Alex, Uncle Bill's backstory as a boy surfer kid, musician, Woodstock hippie, world traveller, all paid for by being a virtuoso at woodworking. He's a master carpenter and a master musician. Lovely. Alex said Ray J is Brandy's brother and also a dealer apparently and was seeing Whitney at the time. I'm sure it was Ray J in the video with Kim K too. That tape made her famous. Wow. Susie said, hi, Shannon, Alex, hope you're all well. Cardinal said, snaky, snaky, snaky. Yep. Shannon said, Lucifer is a false light. Susie said, how are Luna's and the babies doing? Good so far. The babies were still in ICU last time I heard. So prayers for the babies and for Luna. And we did pray, even though I said, when was it? Maybe 2 streams ago. I said we were going to pray at the end of the stream and then I just cut it off and went. We actually prayed on Rumble. So, because I forgot. Because I'm hopeless, useless, whatever you want to call me. And Deb said, weirdo. That'll do with Deb. That was a good timing, that comment. Alex said, I don't give that name airtime, lol. Shannon said, when you're in a dark room, even the dullest light can be like a sun. Deb said, Lord, have mercy on us all. No more camel toe. Deb said, apparently, according to Camel Toe and Sleepy Joe, things are going great. Yeah. Shannon's got it. Let's go, Brandon. Alex said, do you mean what she said? Oh, God love you, Timmy. Timmy said, how funny is that regarding your bed? Definitely a possibility. After I broke my leg and screwed up my back, I had to replace my mattress. Instead of box springs, I placed the mattress on a platform. Yeah, well, it's either replace the mattress or try and find a piece of wood big enough to go between the base and the mattress. I don't know. I'm still trying to sort out, because I don't know. Mattress on the floor looks like I haven't got any furniture. But hey, if it's good for my back, what am I going to do? Okay. Alex said, do you mean what she said about Clive's party, Cardinal? Deb said, next to, and thank you, Timmy, God love you. But yeah, it's weird. That's the only thing that was different, was there was a mattress on the floor that I slept on, and I did not get one headache the whole time I was there. And then I came back, and this morning I woke up going, oh, it's all stiff around the neck again, shoulders again. So I'm thinking, God love you. You guys are legends, honestly. Okay, Deb said, next new bill to add taxes to your family brought to you by Elmer Fudd, our Prime Minister. Shannon said, voice to skull. Yeah, the technology. So if you're hearing voices, you might actually be hearing voices. You might not be in your head. Yep, just ignore them. They're not yours. GLOFs, they could be the CIA or someone like that, you know. GLF said, metal non-scalable riot fence around the White House slated to be in there for the next 6 months. There you go. That probably needs to be, yeah. Deb said, brain to skull. Cardinal said, Alex, yes, and how? When she was on Larry King, she said her agent told her she was worth more dead than alive. I cannot imagine how surreal it must have been at that event that evening. Wow. Deb said, yes, Shannon, you're right. Hang on one sec, guys. I've got a burp. I just didn't want you to hear that. It's quite loud too. Okay. Alex said Luna was here earlier and she said they were all doing well, sending love and prayers, Susie. Oh, good, because I can't go back to the beginning with the comments. It won't let me. So I don't know if anyone else was here earlier. Hey, guys. You have to comment again. Deb said schizophrenia. Deb said the voice talked to me. Shannon said make love to your goat, but Allah told me to do it. I swear on Allah. Oh, God love you, Deb. You legend. God love you. Oh, you're a sweetheart. What was that comment about? Swear on Allah? Oh, you mean the voice to skull technology. Make love to your goat. But Allah told me to do it. I swear on Allah. Luna said, I'm back from giving the girls breakfast. Oh, God love you, Luna. Oh, I hope you're all doing really well. Susie said Solaris. Blue Raven said that Neil Peart, drummer from Rush, was a handler and he was doing the voice to skull on her, no joke. She's told this over and over again. Wow. Neil Pearl or Pert? I don't know how to say that. Shannon said a voice is telling me to go get some chocolates right now, lol. Yeah, a voice told me that last night, so I went and bought a bag of flakes because I'm a flake. I love the flakes. Oh, my God. I've got to stop buying it. I've just got to exercise a whole lot more now. Deb said, brain is electric. Alex said, that sounds amazing and life well lived with lots of adventures and what great skills to have, Geoloft. Luna said, yes, Susie, the girls and I are doing well. Oh, good. Yeah, oh, that's so good. Shannon said, can you feel them at the same time, Luna? Double barrel technique. Oh, feed them at the same times. Yep, one in each arm. And you turn them the other way around. So their heads are forward. Okay, I'm not going to. Okay. But yeah, I had a friend who had twins, and that's how she did it. She had the heads forward and then brought them to the, so the little legs were sticking out the back. Cute. Oh, so cute. Susie said, oh, that's wonderful, Luna. Alex said, that's horrendous, that poor woman, Susie. Deb said, I want chocolate, no voices. Shannon said, I have Cadbury's peppermint chocolate in the fridge. It was on special at Foodland the other day. Yeah, that's where I bought mine, at IGA. $3 a bag of the little flakes. Because it's cheaper than buying a flake. Even if you buy 3 of them, you still get more in the bag. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, dear. I don't like doing it, but I did. What am I kidding? I do like chocolate. Otherwise, I wouldn't be bloody eating it. Oh, my God. Deb said, electric cars too dangerous for car thieves. Yes, they might catch on fire while you're driving it. Shannon said, do you put your placenta in the garden, Luna? Deb said, the electric car stations are powered by diesel. Cardinal said, if anything, it's a moron. Alex said, definitely morons. Susie said, Alex, this woman is super soldier, I think. She took that name after she started getting memories back. I think most rock bands are Tavistock or offshoots of that. It's all rigged. Yes. Well, Tavistock bought out the Beatles, and didn't they bring out Led Zeppelin as well? A few of them. Shannon said, didn't electrical devices show their true worth in the recent hurricane? Deb said, we will be fighting this government. Deb said, this is going to be the fastest government thrown out on election night. Yep. Yeah, fighting metaphorically. Yeah, not physically fighting the government, just YouTube. Just they think it's literal, you know. I'm sure their algorithm thinks it's literal, but it's not. Cardinal said, young people there? Where? Luna said, yes, my friend put it under the roses for me. I'm still here at the hospital healing. Oh, God love you. Shannon said, watch Candace Owens taking Kamala is black apart. There you go. Yep, I did say watch Candace Owens on Kamala because she's bringing the news about Kamala. Shannon said, oh, I thought you were home, Luna. Rest up. Oh, God love you, Timmy. Timmy said, I'll suggest that to one of my psych patients. I'll say something like, have you considered voice-to-skull technology? It might not be the astral light beaming from the third ring of Saturn. It might just be the CIA this go round. Yes, Timmy, right? Tell them, right? Just to ignore that voice because it might actually be the CIA. It's not real. Like, it is real, but it's not really them. It's not the Galactic Federation or God, you know, that it might actually be an intelligence agency or someone fucking with them. Oh, God love you. Oh, dear. Okay. Deb said, Timmy was telling us one day about the total gibberish that they talk. Cardinal said, Shannon, oh, my God, shocking, not surprising, right? Alex said, yes, she must have to have endured all of that, and I think you're right. It's all rigged. I'm glad we're not part of their horrible club, Susie. And Deb said, blah, blah, blah. And Alex has given hug and love to Luna. And Deb said, and do nothing, Governor. Yeah. Geoloff said, Alex, yeah, he's always been a wild child. Lol, my grandmother and grandfather, father and mother always said, you are just, or the splitting image of your Uncle Bill. I'll take that compliment. Thank you. Oh, definitely. Susie said, I've been glued to Candace Owens. Shannon, God bless that woman. Kamala's totally invented her past and isn't even black. The audacity's unbelievable. There you go. Hey, Flyby Stew, how you going? Deb said, oh, my God, I'm having a problem with not being able to keep my mouth shut on this, Gov. Don't worry about it, Deb. I have a problem keeping my mouth shut on a lot of things. Yep. Deb said, hey, Flyby Stew. Luna said, I get to go home on Tuesday, but I'm okay with that. Oh, cool. Yeah, take the help while you get it. J1 says, Susie, Travis Scott sounds a lot like Tavistock. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Deb said, so much love to you and your beautiful family, Luna. Susie said, they are saying that the devastation loss of life of Hurricane Helene is totally being minimised and survivors aren't getting adequate help. Blackout on info about this in Europe. Why? Yeah, there's a blackout everywhere. Oh, well, even in the US. Like there's black, they're not talking about it because they want something from it. It's like the Maui fires. They dropped that pretty quickly. So they don't want you to know the rest of it, you know? All for money. I'm sure it's happened here before. The bushfires. Then they told people they can't rebuild because they won't be insured anymore. Deb said, can't wait to be able to talk on Rumble. Oh, I won't be going to Rumble today. I will tomorrow, but today I'm just going to leave it at this one. It's been a bit of a week. I don't know. Dementia seems to bring out the real person inside. And I've had a shocking week of going like, boom, 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 boom. Oh, my God. That's what she was like when I was young. But because I haven't lived with my mum for so many years, I forgot all this. I used to think I was like, had a family a bit like the Brady Bunch, but no, I didn't at all. No, we were just as faulty as everybody else. Oh, dear. But yeah, I've just had all that come back to me now. Like seeing my mum the way she is now, she can't, I don't know, dementia can't hide the personality that you really have too, I believe. And it all sort of comes out and you go, whoa. Okay, let's not worry about that. Hopefully no one gets dementia anymore. Hopefully they can cure that bloody thing. Shannon said they do it, Susie, all fake puppets. Deb said they can explode electric cars in water. Yes. Isn't that what happens when the water touches their batteries? Is it lithium? I don't know. But then, you know, if you're mining, like there's lithium in the ground and you're mining that, why doesn't the water make that lithium explode? Or does it? I don't know. Deb's laughing anyway with the music. Oh, that was the guys singing in, like Trump. Susie said, Luna, I hope your girls both have different coloured eyes like you. Geoloff said, Luna, still sending love and prayers to you, Heather and Jade. Definitely. Luna said, Susie, that would be amazing. Yeah, it takes, isn't it 6 to 8 weeks for the eye colour to be true to what they're going to have? Alex said, you too, Flyby Stew, hope you're well. Deb said, I've not seen the second moon. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. It's been cloudy here again. Shannon said, try bending over in front of your mirror, Deb. What? Oh, the second moon. Oh, my God, Shannon. Susie said, J1, that would make him Travis stock then. Geoloff said, Head, believe it or not, a lot of ordinary private people in America do own their own helicopter or airplane. The one you spoke about in the beginning is Mr. Cletus McFarlane. He is a veteran YouTuber. Really? Oh, my God. I need to go to America so I can have my own helicopter. I mean, you could probably do it here too. There probably are people who have their own helicopters here. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think people... It just doesn't strike me as something you'd have in the backyard. Oh, don't mind me. I'm silly. I'm tired, so I'm very silly when I'm tired. So there you go. No need to explain anymore. I'm always tired. Cardinal said Star Island. Now my eyes are watering. Star Island sit across the water from a shipping container yard port. Oh, really? Shannon said Evergreen containers are in Dexter. Really? That's the Dexter that's that show where he murders a lot of people, isn't it? He's like a serial killer or something. I don't know. Alex said, quite right, so take it as a compliment. He sounds like a great guy, just like you, Geoloft. Alex said, and in the Twilight Zone? In the Twilight Zone, Shannon? Deb said, yes, strike at port next to Diddy. Yeah, they did have a strike. It's over. It was over like 2 or 3 days later. Was that next to Diddy? Maybe they had to get something out. Shannon said, Intel, lol. Intel. Shannon said, I thought you were typing in an accent, lol, Alex. Alex said, Boris Johnson made a joke a while ago about turning people into fertiliser. His dad is also into eugenics. They've been doing that for a little while, trying to fertilise gardens and things with it. So I don't trust food. Not from the big supermarkets anyway. Deb said they're stopping the victims from getting help. FEMA is not for the help to help the victims. No, it's not. Shannon said bobbity boo. Bibbity bobbity boo. Alex said by gum. GLF said, thank you, Alex. We're pretty much identical, except he brews a batch of beer in his garage every month. I don't. I can brew 2 once in a blue moon. I ply that craft. Just more of a wine drinker. Shannon's laughing. Deb said, it makes me so mad that government took the help for the devastated flooding. Yeah. Deb said, surely this will wake up the world. You think so? I don't know. The Red Cross didn't help wake up Australians. How many years ago was that now? In 2020? Was it then? When people all around the world donated to Australians who's lost their houses in the fire, in the big bushfires that we had, and people all over the world gave money, and the Red Cross kept it and said, we're keeping it for the next emergency. What the fuck? The people did not get their money for their homes. The money that was donated to them to help them. Maybe, hopefully, I'm still hoping people wake up. But people are waking up because you see it a lot in like comment section of YouTube videos. Everywhere now. Deb said they've not really helped. FEMA gave toxic housing after Katrina. Shannon said, that's Mr. Sheen. Oh, yeah, Kevin Rudd's Mr. Sheen. And Elmer Fudd is our current Prime Minister. Albanese. Alex said, nice bit of moonshine, Geoloft. J1 said, believe it or not, former Australian PM owned the rights to Playboy. Really? Deb said, what happened to the full military truck, plane and weapons that was left behind in Afghanistan? Flyby Stu said, no immunity for no moral compass unless you're a victim. Shannon said, MK Ultra Bunch. Alex said, I heard people didn't get half the stuff they needed, like in most of those situation money is washed elsewhere, Deb. Deb said, Hev Party, I'd vote for you. Oh, God love you. Shannon said, Camella's friends with Justice Smollett. Yeah. Deb said, he said it. Alex said, Deb, that would be great. The Hev Party worldwide. Yeah, fair's fair, mate. Everyone, right? Fair's fair. Fair's fair, mate. Fair go for everyone. There you go. Deb said, yes, it looks like they're sending more weather. And I would crack down on all this corruption myself. Seriously. Yeah, I'll be going, nah, you out. See ya. Right. Let's make a small government, right? Tiny. And, yeah, we'll make sure it's for the people, by the people, of the people. And we'll adopt the American Constitution and their Bill of Rights and the Magna Carta and all of the stuff that we need. And we'll get more ideas coming in where we can stop this from ever happening again. Then I'll get to meet Trump, because if I was like leader of Australia, I'd get to meet Trump, I'm sure. Shadow said she got Bertie Davis eyes. It's now he's got MK Ultra eyes. Yep. I missed a couple of comments. Deb said, yes, it looks like they're sending more weather. GLF said, Alex, we could do that too. Ain't too much old country boys can do as the criminal syndicate, aka governments, are seeing worldwide. Country boys and girls just get it. And I'm going to burp again because I just had another big drink of water. Okay. Deb said 9:31 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia, not moist. It doesn't feel like I've been going for long because it's now like 10:44. I'd only been 1 hour and 45 minutes, been 2 hours and 45 minutes. But it doesn't feel like it. 9:31 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia, not moist. Deb's reporting on the weather. Luna said, I'd so vote for the Hev party 100%. Oh, God love yous. The problem is we only have like 3 or 4 people. That'd be it. SW set up trolling to Sparrow's fart. Slept in. Missed you guys. Ah, how you going, SW? Sybil said, hey, Sybil. Waltz is the commie clown that shit down the Chinese after it collected the the balloon. Ah, after it got the topography. If I can just put my mouth around the word right. Alex said we might need it soon to fuel our vehicles. Sybil said shot, sorry. Yeah, after shot down the balloon. Yep, shit down the balloon. Sybil, what a great mistake to make. Sybil said, hi, Alex and everyone in the chat. Shannon said, I too know the heavy burden to living the troll life, SW. Deb said, oh my God, my dad sent me a video of Game of Thrones in Minions music, even funnier. I was watching Game of Thrones again. You know what I've been watching? And it's amazing. Just so peaceful. I've got to try and find where I was up to actually first. Here in the comments, it just jumped on me. Hey, Me Too's, how you going? Paul, how you going, Paul? I've got to get back to where I was. What was I talking about? I was going to say something about something and I forgot. I don't know. Okay, yeah, no, what I've been watching, that's right. I've been watching this girl, and she's a little Asian girl. I think she's South Korean, sorry. What's with all these Korean people I'm getting recommended on YouTube? Anyway, she does camping videos, right? Have you ever heard of an air tent? You can buy tents that are like freaking houses now, right? They're freaking amazing. And if you got about, 5-10 grand, you can have the blow-up tent with the blow-up air mattress and a blow-up lounge suite. And you can have carpet in it. And, oh, my God, all the stuff she has. Like every new gadget you can take camping, this chick has it. And I'm sitting there going, that would be, So I've looked up how much everything is, and yeah, only if you've got a few $1,000, then you'll be right. But anyway, great ideas. And her name is, what's her name? SoBerry. SSO Berry. Hang on, let me see if I can show you guys. Oh, shoot. I've gone the wrong one. Hang on. Help if I turn my keyboard on. Okay. Let's see. That's not the right one, but anyway, let's go with that. And I'll show you. And she's a pretty little thing too. She's very young, God love her. And yeah, her name is SSO Berry. And I'm hoping she's as innocent as I think she is, right? She has just camping. This is it, cozy air tent, right? Look up an air tent on YouTube. And I can't believe these things. Especially her, and there's another Asian lady who does it. They go camping with all these amazing little knickknacks. And I'm like, that's glamping. It's full on, oh my goodness. I want to do that. I want that. Anyway, one day. Because, look, if I bought some land, I could buy an air tent and go and live in that. They're that good. Okay. Where am I? Yep, okay, I'm coming across the... Where am I? Deb Jones said one storm may come across Florida. I'm close to the East Coast, hoping it fizzles out. Shannon said, don't worry, SW, you have started early today. J1 said, we'll have to watch back. Have a great day, people. You too, J1. Have a good one. Alex said, lots of good news as always, Hev. Thank you. Geolof said, Alex, get it done. Rather, it's here in the EU, UK, China, Russia, Australia, etc. Country boys and girls can and will survive. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'm still alive. I've got all my... half my life to live. All my love to give. But I'll survive. I will survive, hey, hey. Anyway. I'm a nut. Okay, where am I up to? Geolof said, Alex, get it done, rather. It's here. The EU, UK, China, Russia, Australia, country boys. Yep, I did read that one. That's why I started singing. Cheryl, how you going? Glad you're back. Missed you. Good to see you, Cheryl. Sherry said there's not just lithium in these mountains or quartz. There's gold in these mountains, and the mudslides is uncovering. There is gold. Get it now. Oh, there you go. They probably want all the resources. SW said, yes, Shannon, but it's fun. Hey, Deb. Deb said, prayers for you, my twin Debs. And Alex said, hey, Cheryl. And Sybil said, much love, Hev. And Deb said, hey, Cheryl. And Cardinal said, great show, Hev. Thank you so much. You're in my prayers. Thanks for the fun chat all. Have a lovely weekend, you two guys. SW said, yeah, yay, Luna. Congrats. Was thinking of you. 3-2. Alex said, sending you love and prayers, Deb Jones. Deb said, so sad, Boys Town, damaged many children. Cheryl said, hey, Alex, hope you're having a beautiful day. And Alex said, good, thank you. Hope you are well too, Cheryl. SW said, Zig and Zag, the two Aussie clowns, one got done for assaulting his granddaughter. Really? Shannon said they didn't think she would lose. Deb said they don't read the Bible. Said it all. All done and dark will come to light. Alex said, I always found puppets quite creepy. Cheryl said, Alex, I'm doing better. Still struggling with the pain from losing Pedro, but it's getting easier daily, dealing with the other cats. And them trying to sleep in Pedro's paws is something. Oh, step into Pedro's paws is something else. Oh, God love you. SW said the two puppets were American and had the real deal, not worth even knowing. Shannon said, I have a cool puppet link for you, Alex. I'll put it in your YouTube message. Bloody tickle in the throat. Deb said, thank you, HG. We are so grateful for all the help we can to our Hev. Yeah, whoever... I used the initials of the name HG for the person who donated last week. That was... I kind of wonder if... hopefully it's not a mistake. But it's really appreciated, and thank you so much. You're a legend. Okay. Shannon said, is there, Alex? Watch at your leisure. It's there, Alex. Watch at your leisure. Cardinal said, yes, it is. Alex, I'm so sorry to hear about that. You gave him the best life he could ever wish for, and he'll always be with you and your other babies. Yes, Cheryl. Rough Ruff said it was me, 500. Yes. Thank you, Rough Ruff. Thank you. God love you. Honestly, you're a legend, mate. Seriously. You, Tim Air, Deb, Michelle, everyone who does, God love yous. You're amazing. God love you. Paul, how you going? Deb said, so I need to get a camera if I become dominatrix. Apparently. Hey, hidden cameras. Alex said, do I dare watch it, Shannon? Watch at your own... I don't know. What are you watching? What is it? Anyway, Susie said, Who do you guys think the high-level person above Diddy is? Will be next to be exposed. I think the Brofmans are at the top. Well, I think Obama. Obama. Sherry said, Deb, laughing. Shannon said, Dewar, how you going? With cool glasses on. Susie said, legend emojis, everyone. Yes, give them the legend. Yep, the little cups, the legends, all of yous. Honestly. Timmy and Ruff and all of yous. And Shannon is another legend. And Deb said, disgusting and very sick giving your kids to evil. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, no, don't ever sign your kids over to anyone. I don't even know why you do that. Paul said, Shannon, I'm Me Too's. I knew as soon as, I knew that. SW said, I get up to mischief. I do when you don't go live after a week, Hev. Okay. Cool. Alex said, have you sent something? I can't see it yet, Shannon. And Alex said, hey, Paul. And Deb said, yes, that's right, Paul. Yes. And Shannon said, they live Me Too's. Cheryl said, might be pillows. Try a rolled up towel. Well, are you talking about my back? No, I've tried changing pillows. I bought new pillows because I thought the pillows were the problem, but it wasn't the pillows. Because I took my pillow and stayed at my daughter's house and did not have a headache for 4 days. 5 days? 4 or 5 days. Who knows? It felt like a long time. Deb said, your bed, very important. My dad put a door under his side of the bed. That's what I'm thinking of doing. I'll even go and buy a new door to stick it between my mattress and my base. Paul said, hey, Alex, love you. Shannon said, it's in your response from Write the Theme Tunes, Theme Tunes Convo, the friend. Is that what you're talking about? Deb said, hey, Me Too. Shannon said, I'll put it here as well. Not sure if you can see it in here. Paul said, a smaller pillow is the way to go. Yes. If you lay on your back, I'm a side sleeper. I need a slightly higher pillow because of where my shoulders are. Need to lose some weight too. That'd probably help me a little bit. Alex said, Clive Davis, but I think there are probably loads of them. I think it's just the tip of the iceberg, Susie. Cardinal said, boundaries are imperative. They are. For children, they really are. They need to know what they can and can't do. That's kind of thing. And guidance and support and all that. But they also need like that, the boundaries and a routine is good for them. They love routine. Deb said, yes, bed and pillows are very important to spine support. Yes. Sybil had a message retracted. Deb said, well, my delinquent granddaughter's moved in with me and will not listen to a soul. Oh, really? Oh. Deb said, do you have help me with my granddaughter? Shannon said, doesn't have the same gravitas as I am Iron Man. Cardinal said, oh, yeah, it was sketchy as hell. Deb said, earlier this debauchery comes from Rome. Well, we thought that's how the Roman Empire fell, and the Greek Empire did too, and empires before that. The Egyptian Empire probably as well. Don't mind me. I know it looks funny. I just had a smudge across my glasses. But yeah, I believe most civilizations have fallen from exactly the same thing. Deb said, laughing at Shannon. Alex said, yeah, I remember seeing her slowly go downhill on a TV show. Anna Nicole Smith, yeah. Cardinal said, yes. SW said, Lordy, Deb, give her the silent treatment for a bit. Could backfire. In fact, no, don't take my advice. Could backfire. Shannon said, I used to be Iron Man. Now I'm just a bit rusty. Susie said, Alex, the lovely generosity of people in this chat needs to be applauded. There's so much love for Hev here. It actually makes me really emotional. We humans have something they will never have. Exactly. Yep. Like, honestly, Ruff, you nearly made me cry at the beginning of the week. Honestly, I was looking after my mum, and then it said, money's coming into your bank account. And I'm like, looked at the amount and I went, what the hell? What's that from? And then I looked and it said Stripe. And then I went into my Stripe and I went, oh my God. God love you. Yeah, it's amazing. You people are honestly so amazing. Paul said, Diddy, a.k.a. the lubricator, I'll be lubing your back. SW said, my knees creak, Shannon. I have a dicky knee now. Deb said she has burnt every bridge, so it's back to Nana Couch. Oh, it's hard, isn't it? I feel sorry for kids these days too. Like, I know, you know. Cardinal said Jeffrey Jones. Cardinal said he was creepy. SW said Diddy, the rooster crows, any cock will do. Shannon said, that's why we love our men, Shannon. Alex said, I agree. Susie, love to you, Hev, and everyone here. I'm so glad we all have each other. Yep, Deb said it. Shirley Temple. She probably said it before I did. Took me a minute. Shannon said, Diddy, so far in the closet, he's eating Turkish delight in Narnia. SW said, Somerset, go have the original one and only. Susie said, Alex, absolutely much love to all and big hugs. Deb said, have tunnels under their houses, celebrities. Yes, they do. And Paul said, Shannon. And Deb said, tomorrow. Deb said, Starwackers, the guy from Lampoon's Vacation. Yeah, Randy Quaid, I follow him on Twitter. He talks about a lot of this. He's against all of them. Yep. Yeah, I think he's a Trump supporter. Paul said Biltmore Estate and tunnels were flooded in NC, North Carolina. Shannon said tomorrow's only a day away. It is. Tomorrow. Luna said, been listening as I'm feeding the girls again. They're definitely hungry little ones. Oh, God love them. Hello, little darlings. Oh, the sweeties. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to sniff in the microphone. I wish I was there. Oh. Shannon said, consider yourself. SW said, I've been having such vivid and fun dreams. Anyone else have fun snoozing? Yeah, the last dream that I had, that was the one I remember. The one with the man standing behind me with his arms around, like, coming over my shoulders. And I just felt really safe. It was lovely. And we jumped into another dimension, into a dirty-looking pond, it looked like. I don't know, had floaty bits and things, and it was really thick. And we jumped in together, and we went, and the place we ended up was beautiful. It was green, and it was beautiful. It was out of this into something else. I have a feeling it's premonition. Okay. Shannon said, hungry little suckers, Luna. Susie said, I love Anthony Michael Hall when he was young, but to see him now, he has so much plastic surgery, not to enhance, but to alter, it seems. Yeah, I liked him in like 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club and things like that, you know. And Alex said, oh, God love you, Heather and Jade, Luna. Deb said, how wonderful, Luna. Eat up, get stronger, darling. Yep. SW said, g'day, Timmy. And Alex said, awesome, Timmy. And Deb said, awesome, Timmy. Right. Whenever someone donates from now on, you've got to go, legend. Right? Legend, you legend. Anyway, that's how I see it. Okay, you legend, mate. Seriously. SW said, I'm proud of you, Luna. Well done. Definitely. You did really well, Luna. You got this. We know you do. Paul said, headboard Harris, game over. Alex said, my nan used to sleep with the door under her mattress and said it helped her back. Lol, there you go. Door under the bed. Yep. It's cheaper than buying a new mattress, right? A door under the bed would be cheaper. But I'm thinking of trying the floor first because that's even cheaper, right? So if I just put my mattress on the floor, but that doesn't look like looks like I'm homeless nearly. Yeah, I might go the door in between the mattress. Yeah. Deb said that's why the Japanese sleep on futons. I don't blame them. Shannon said, Hev, can you paint your wall or put up a poster? I can't read Timmy's donation. Comments white on white is like the ceiling in a Diddy party. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to put that Trump thing back up behind me. Remember that thing that Carl sent me? It was Carl, I think. I'm sure it was. The big curtain thing. I've got it packed away to keep it like safe and new and everything, you know, but I might have to get that back up, yeah, because it might be hard. I can read it because it's it comes up in a little mini feed for me on the Streamlabs, so I can read it. What I can do is try and get voice to text so that when someone donates, it will read their comment for us. Does that sound good? Then we'll have an automatic, like a robot voice reading the comment. I might even be able to get an Australian one. I don't know. You can get Japanese and all sorts. I'll have a look into that. Cardinal said, I got rid of my mattress and put a memory foam on top of the box spring and it helped tremendously. Really? I just think I need a really firm mattress. Like mine is too soft, I think. That's why I think it needs to go on the floor. It's double, what do you call it? It's got the mattress topper. What are they called? Mattress topper? It's got the mattress, then it's got a topper on top and one on the bottom as well. So I went for comfort, but not necessarily good for me. SW said we refer to birth as skull splitting here in Australia. I haven't heard that one before, SW. Deb's laughing at Shannon. Conchega, how you going? Congrats. My mum had twins and triplets, all natural childbirth, as well as 3 singles. Well done. Shannon said baby skulls, tectonic plates. Ah. SW said, wow, yowie, how is ya? Alex said, I was thinking about Japanese futons, Deb. Conchega said, Shannon, or the carpet. Conchega said, SW, good bubbles, you? Susie said Brittany Murphy was like Meghan Markle back in the day, hired escort, forced by her mother. She knew a lot and her husband was a total con man. I heard she got pneumonia like Kim Porter. Yes. So people are starting to, the people who died of pneumonia, they're starting to wonder. Deb said, hey, Conchega. Shannon said, calling carpet walls, windows like Mr. Bean painting his room with explosives, lol. SW said, okay, an awakening late today. SW said, no, not Neil Peart. No. There you go. Susie's brought the little, what are they called? The little cups, you know. Timmy, you legend. Alex said, oh, wow, well done to your mum, Conchega. Shannon said a gutsy voice. Cardinal said, Hev, is there a way to move your setup away from your bed? That may be the problem. I don't have enough room in this house, really. It's a very small house, and this is a very big table, desk. Conchega said, Shannon, plastic overalls is a kit to wear. Luna said, yes, I do feed both at the same time. Oh, God love ya. SW said, I love Rush. No, the professor is Neil. Name died of a brain tumour. Luna said the girls tend to hold hands during feeding time. Oh, how cute. Oh, little darlings. Deb said, football hold is how I did my son. Yeah, the football hold, that way, yeah, with the legs sticking out the back, yeah, like a little football, you know. Cardinal said, Hev, you could consider looking into grounding mat for your bed or wearing sun guide. I don't know what that is. I'll look into it. Deb said, how cute, Luna. Shannon said, I've got to do a chlorine run. We'll be listening. SW said, get the bedpan ready, Luna. Conchega said, came in late. Russell Brand is a chick. Look at the hips. There you go. Alex said, safe drive. Hopefully you'll be back before the end, Shannon. Deb said, we'll vote out our gov. SW said, Russell doesn't have a love muscle. Deb's laughing at Timmy. Yeah, the one. So just suggest that to your psych patients. If they hear voices in their head, just say, look, it's not you, it's CIA. Don't worry about it. Yep, it's not the astral light being from the third ring of Saturn. And Alex said, awesome, Timmy. Everyone's going, Timmy. Conchega said, Deb, unless you're a shareholder, as they are a corporation, then the answer will be no, you do not vote, your dead entity does. Deb said, so I'm not in contact with aliens. No. Susie said, Hever's name is pronounced Peart, Neil Peart. Oh, okay, thank you, Susie. SW said, Susie, I'll forget this before my brain explodes. SW said, Susie, what's your favourite Rush song? Conchega said, Deb, you could be any signs of interaction? Oh, shit. It just jumped again, sorry. SW said, that's racist, have blackout. Paul said, we had a blackout in our street last night. I told him to go back inside. Susie said, SW, you were told he died of a brain tumour. Honestly, everything we've been told is a crock. Piat had Asperger's, which I think in this context could make a machine of a soldier for their side. Michelle Epps said, there's lithium on that land that the government wants. The people went against it. Now this happens. Yep, exactly, Michelle. I did 2 hours of news today, so that's a lot. And I had that in there too, right near the end. SW said Paul and laughing faces. SW said, Susie, please don't. I just woke. No. Deb said, so sorry I missed that one, Shannon. Deb said, yes, must be the one on YouTube telling us what's going on in the floods. Deb said, yes, helicopter owners are not far from where I live. Oh, there you go. So we do have like helicopter owners in Australia, people who just own helicopters. I thought you had to have a lot of money. I don't know, sorry. I did. SW said natural science was a ripper, but he wrote the lyrics, and now I have to rethink my teenage years because I love Rush. Deb said Child Crossing. SW said rethink. Shannon said Cletus picks up Gonzula and immediately starts humanitarian work. Lol. Also his own racetrack. Love Cletus and the Freedom Factory. Paul said Kamala Harris turns into a bumbling robotic mess when her teleprompter malfunctions during campaign rally in Michigan. Really? Deb said, liquid fraction, your new funeral needs. Susie says, have dementia heightens and exaggerate the person inside. I live with it daily with my mum. It does, but things that used to happen when I was younger, like it all got brought out in the last few days. And I realised a lot. I did. A lot of realisation hit me in these last 4 to 5 days that was quite amazing. Yeah. Yep. My life was not like the Brady Bunch at all. I must have wanted to forget things about when I was young, but they came flooding back. So it's very interesting. Out to Lunch said USA food ingredients are different from Australia and England and Canada. Yes, they are. You are allowed to put things in, or they're allowed to put things in your food that they're not allowed to put here in Australia. SW said, Susie, you to blame for crushing my man, crush on Neil. SW said, Susie, my bad. Out to Lunch said, the top Red Cross got their money. Yeah. Yeah, the CEO of the Red Cross. Deb said, I'll not donate ever again because of Red Cross and I've still not given anything to help. SW said, Luna has twin moon children. Oh. Geloff said, Cletus McFarland, who started the private helicopter rescues, started as an 18-year-old YouTuber building race cars and race engines for online views. Now he's a certified airplane and helicopter pilot. Wow. SW said, Luna, boys or girls or mixed bag? It's 2 girls. Heather and I was going to say Luna. Jade. Heather and Jade. Oh, goodness. Gorgeous. Alex said, hey, out to lunch and Donna, and it just jumped again. Okay, where am I up to? Oh, there I am. And Alex also said, hey, Michelle. And Deb said, I'll not need a megaphone to get my voice over a crowd of Aussies telling off the you-know-who. SW said, please don't tell me Jeff Picaro was one. Deb said, Panda. Susie said, SW, limelight and spirit of radio because Parliament Waves and Moving Pictures were the first records I got of theirs. Michelle App said, hi, Alex, I missed most of the chat. Deb said, shit, 10:15 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia, now moist. Yep, Luna said, girls, SW. Alex said, glad you made it. Hope you're well, Michelle. Deb said, no, I want a barbecue. Sybil said, hi, Hev. Yep, he was the first one. Deb said, bloody windy too. That wind's coming our way tomorrow. SW said, yes, Susie, I have too many favourites to pick right up to the vapor trails. Cardinal said, yes, I love these videos. Deb said, oh, my God, I lose what I want to say all the time. Yeah, I do it all the time. Just like think of it and then next minute it's gone. Where did it go? Geoloff said, I know a 16-year-old young man from single mum. He has 100% full scholarship from Emirates Airline to attend Embry-Riddle Flight School in Daytona Beach, Florida, to be an Emirates pilot upon graduation. Wow. Deb said, yes, blow-up stuff looks cool. Alex said, that would be great unless you get a puncture in the tent and furniture. Well, the tents have a reinforced. There's like 3 different... You have to watch it. Get someone to explain it to you because it's reinforced. About 3 times, I think. Not easy to break, but you've got to get the right one. You've got to get the brand name one, and I think it's called Coody. COODY. And they sell like... It's luxury camping. It really is. I could live in it, honestly. Until I get a puncture, that is. SW said, Luna, yay, double yay. I'm Gemini and was born on my dad's birthday. I relate well to double trouble. And Deb said, hey, Michelle. And Cardinal said, this genre is so fun. There's so many awesome ideas and gear now. It's credible and relaxing. She's really relaxing to watch, right? And she kind of does, well, she cooks, so she has this whole thing where she always eats, and every bite she takes, she closes her eyes and goes, it's really, I don't know, I find her very cute in an innocent way, but the comments, I don't know, some of them make me, I don't know, everyone's in love with her, okay, in the comments section, that's perfectly fine. She's a lovely little girl, but I do, worry about her. I don't know. You got to read them. And Google Translate. Oh, my God. She talks Korean, obviously, because she's Korean. And Google Translate, she has a little dog, right? And it's her pet. She loves it. She's very, very good with the dog. But Google Translate the other day, she was cooking, and it said she was cooking dog. And I'm sure that's not what she was cooking. Her dog was there, and I'm sure she loves that dog, and I'm sure she wouldn't eat a dog. But anyway, it said that. And she was talking about something else, and Google Translate came out with something like, I like high school boys. And it was like, what the? I don't think she said that, but hey, I don't know. But Google Translate, and then I went and searched the comments, and there was other people commenting saying Google Translate is and I even commented and said saying some weird stuff. Google Translate. Anyway, it's really relaxing to watch. She goes she camps by streams, and it's raining or it's snowing, and it's just lovely. I don't know. But all the new what really got me was all the new knickknacks she's got. Like, I'm like, oh my God, they got that now. I thought everything but the kitchen sink until she pulls the kitchen sink out. It's a mini kitchen sink. And I'm like, are you kidding me? They've got everything now. They've got... Sorry, I've got this off my ear, because it sounds, when I put this on, I can't hear myself really very much. And then I think I'm yelling at you guys. So I had to knock it off my ear so I can hear. Susie said, SW, in the last tour they did with Neil, they had washing machines on stage with glass doors so you could see the laundry. Code for mind wiping, symbolism for all to see. Laundering. Yeah. Deb said, glamping for me now. I'm old. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like for me, because I'm old. I want. SW said, Hev, I live at Mum's still at 56, lol, 5 acres if you want to pitch a tent. Oh, there you go. I would be too if my mum had acres. I'd be on there. I'd be buying a blow-up tent. And you can add rooms to them. You can add rooms to them, right? So you can add rooms. And you can buy the plastic sheets for the windows for when it's like raining or snowing so you can see outside and have the flaps open, you know, and so you can see everything without getting snowed or rained on because of the fly mesh, you know. Freaking amazing, honestly. Alex said, I have a little van, have little bits for it, but it'd be nice to kit it out properly. She's got one too. She's got a little Kia and all her camping stuff is built into it. You gotta go and watch it, Alex. Honestly, I think you'd love it, honestly. Anyone who loves camping would love to see this. Deb said, but will it stay up, Hev? I don't know. Alex said, take care, God bless, and see you soon, J1. SW said, Susie always questioned that, and Deb's got the music and the microphones going. I was probably singing somewhere along the way. Sybil said, my dad was Company Bravo in the Army, 1963, was raised to be a survivalist. Oh, that's good. Deb said, we will survive. Yes, and the crystal for technology. Sybil said, much love, Hev, God love you. Susie said, so Oprah and Gail have left town and gone into hiding. Cops want to question her. Steve Harvey also ran. Denzel wanted for questioning too. Thank you, Susie. There's a couple more names. I'll have more for tomorrow. Deb said, so we finished earlier. I can get my house done. That's what I was hoping. And Alex said, awesome, rough. SW said, don't forget Shannon too. Yeah, no, Shannon's a legend too. Shannon, rough, Timmy, Michelle, Deb, everyone who donated. Thank you. You're all legends. I love you. And I love everyone who just listens too. Out to lunch said inflatable tent, $3.99 at Home Depot. Yeah, I don't know. I like the brand because they've got everything, this brand. If you search it, it's a Korean company. It's called COODY, Coody or something. And go and have a look at their products. Like they've got this stuff that zips together. It's carpet that zips together. Carpet, it's white carpet and it zips together. And I'm like, all this stuff, man. Like, wow. SW said, wrap me up in my stock whip and blanket and bury me deep down below where thingos and crows won't molest me in the shade where the cooler bar grows. Sorry, if that's a song, SW, I can't get the tune in my head. Deb said, rough, awesome, God bless you. Our Hev deserves the help. God love yous, honestly. You guys are pretty much helping me get through this shit time. And I can only hope to one day repay you in some way. In a good way, nice way, you know. Alex said, Harpo definitely needs to be looked at. She's been involved with loads of dodgy people, not to mention her school in South Africa where the kids were abused and all sorts of horrors there, Susie. Yeah, and didn't some of them go missing? SW said dingoes. Oh, dingoes. Alex said, I'll have another look later. Sometimes some of your links don't show up, Shannon. SW said, beware the ideas of March. Out to lunch said alike. Susie said, it's all coming down, Alex, and it's happening so fast. What I just heard is that Al Fayed isn't dead, but been sent to the spa and is getting a taste of what he put into the world. Deb said, God bless the silent achievers, rough. And Deb's laughing. Any cockle do. Oh, dear. Okay. Alex said, I know it's been a long time coming, I heard. It started with a trickle, but I think that dam's broken now. There's nothing they can do about it. Nothing can stop what's coming. Let me tell you. Susie said, have warm drinks, keeps the throat tickles away. Well, I've got tea here, but that doesn't help. The water helps more. Shanna said, I sent it to Hev this morning whilst waiting a Greta puppet. You sent me a link? Deb said, I can step into my pantry, close the door and to hide and eat my chocolate. I used to do that. Deb said, so Hev had a dirty dream. No, it wasn't. Well, it depends on which way you look at it. We jumped into mud, which is dirty. But no, it wasn't a dirty dream. He was just standing behind me. We were both fully clothed, and it just felt he was very safe. The person who was standing behind me, and I've done this over the years, I've had a dream about a man with no face. I don't know who he is. Anyway, he was standing behind me. He had his arms draped over my shoulders and holding me. Like if you're going skydiving. That kind of, you know how there's someone behind you hanging on to you? Like the first time you go skydiving or something? It was like that. It was very lovely. And then we when we jumped into the, whatever it was, the dirty water, the muddy water, we came out and it was green and beautiful. It was like just land. It was fresh and, I can't even describe it. SW said, I get up, nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest all around. And I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. Oh, can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I hear the words that you mean. I can't remember it. Paul said, anyway, we are one, but we are many. And from Hev's stream we come. Yes, we are one, but we are many. And from Hev's stream we come. We share a dream and speak with many voices. I am, you are, we are all Hevites. Okay. Deb said, yes, we are all for our Hev. God love yous. Alex said, legends. There you go. SW said, Paul, the heart. JLoff said, Hev, a house with a real traditional style tatami floors is the absolute best sleep you could ever ask anyone who's ever been to Japan. The tatami floor was built for absolute comfort. I have to look into that. I can't get a tatami floor. I don't own the house, but, you know, you never know one day. SW said, a leg end is a foot, a rock to stand on. Deb said, the only thing with putting your mattress on the floor, you'll not be able to get up to pee in the night. Yes, I will roll onto all fours and get up that way. I have to do a lot of aerobics so I can get off the floor then. SW said, space foam topper Hev is memory foam. Check it out. Okay. Space foam topper, memory foam. But I don't want my bed to be any softer. I think it's too soft. That's the problem. I need a hard bed. I need a hard mattress. Susie said, jail off, but the futon was invented for absolute torture. I don't know any woman who likes them. They are murder on the hips. Deb said, pillow top, too soft. Yes, well, mine's double pillow top. I believe it is. Hang on one sec. I'll find out exactly right now. I'm sure it is. Yep, it's pillow top on top and bottom of that top mattress. Too soft. Because I was thinking if I turned it over, but I can't. It's pillowed on both sides. Deb said, good, we'll be having a barbecue in the rain. Ruff said, sounds like you jumped into a hot tub, floaties on top, green slime on the bottom. Except it was all brown. The water was just all brown. Like dark brown. It was like, I was like, I don't want to jump in that. But the person behind me, I felt really safe, and we did. And we come out in green pastures. It was beautiful. Close though, Ruff. GLF said, be careful with voice to text. A lot of vloggers have had their accounts banned and follow-ups with law enforcement because the auto voice saying foul or illegal things as comments. Okay, I'll be aware. I think there's a way to stop it if it does. Like, you can apparently see it coming. I don't know. I can't see mine coming, but anyway. Paul said SW, thanks. Oh, and it jumped again. Okay. Yep, Deb's put up the little cup and all the medals. Sybil said Brittany Murphy was in a movie with Eminem. Miss Murphy's last movie was about human trafficking. It's worth a watch as well. Who else was doing that? The chick who got rolled out of, they said she was dead, fire in a house, something, and she sat up. Anne Hesh? Is that right? Have I got the name right? Is it Anne Hesh? Oh, Paul said, gotta go, love you all. You too, Paul. GLF said, I'm not sure about other nations, but here in the US, citizens do not have inherent right to vote for the federal US president. That right is reserved to the Electoral College, Congress members. There's a reason for that too. I learnt the reason for that yesterday or the day before. Because California's got so many delegates and stuff, like they have to have like this, the farmers need a voice, right? Otherwise the cities would take over without the Electoral College. That's what I heard in a very, very compressed way. That's what it's about. It's a fair go for all of you so that democracy doesn't rule in the way that mob rules. You know what I mean? You guys got it right over there. SW said, here's a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls. Ruff said, after a bike crash, I had to sleep on the 16mm plywood with a sheep hide on it for about 3 years. Broken neck, shoulder, and heaps of ribs. Then I crashed again, dislocated neck. Oh, rough. Oh, been through the wars like I am Kai. SW said, nothing worse than a rough night's sleep, rough. One cannot regenerate correctly. Paul said, SW, that's why they became the Brady Bunch. Deb said, so many funny things being said and try to reply to them all. GLF said, US citizens do have the inherent right to elect local, regional, state representatives. They in turn select a US president who's supposedly based on the popular vote of we the people. SW said, prayers for Hev's dear mama. Yep. Paul said, Joe Biden warns upcoming election may be violent. Trump responds. Yeah, I think my mum needs a lot of prayers. She's still going up and down. Like sometimes she's okay, then she's forgetful, and then she's like up and down. Like she was wanted to go since she was 50. Seriously. We're trying to keep her here. What do you do? I mean, GLF said, Deb, it's kind of crazy in the comments. Deb said, I disagree with my Google Translator. It doesn't understand me at all. Yeah, well, it doesn't understand this chick either. I'm telling you, when it's telling people that she likes high school boys and she's eating dog when a dog, you know, like, seriously. SW said, Hev, my love for the sea draws me to the beach and rivers, camping in a swag or my Land Rover. Oh, lovely. Yeah, she's got a tent that goes on top of a car that pulls out and wraps around a whole car. You've got to watch her. SSO LBRY, BERRY. You got to go and watch her. Like, I just sat there for days. I sat there for days going, well, my mouth on the floor, my jaw on the floor, going, I didn't even know half this stuff existed. Deb said, I love that being outside, but yet inside at the same time. Yeah, she opens the whole thing up, so it's like, oh, you got to see it. I can't describe it. It was so peaceful watching her. I'm like, oh. Alex said, I wonder who's been whispering in his ear, Paul. SW said, I sit upside down, you're turning me. Yep, that's Diana Ross. I said, upside down, you're turning me, gonna give you love instinctively. Round and round, you're turning me upside down. I think I went out of tune. Boy, you turn me inside out and round and round. Alex said, lovely legends. Ruff said, a fellow here had twin daughters when I met him. I shook his hand and congratulated him. Then I pulled away. Then I took his hand again, congratulating him again. Yeah, twice for both daughters. Alex said, sending you love and prayers. Hev, we love you. God love you. Paul said, Alex, exactly. Bloody puppet of Barry, a.k.a. Obama. Yeah, Luna's got all the cups up there. The lot of you are legends. SW said, I'd shake his hand 3 times, mate, because it must have hurt him. First man to have a baby, and he had 2. SW said, baptism, Hev. Deb said, you all ready do for us, Hev? You have made an awesome place for us to meet and we learn. It's become so important to our mental health coming here with you. Oh, God love you. Deb said, my mental health has dramatically been helped by you and all the Hevites. Oh, God love you. Where was I up to? It jumped again. There we are. Somewhere. Susie said, Hev, there's another Korean girl I like. Her channel's called Rotten Mango, and it's very riveting true crime. Very good to listen to while doing chores. Her English is very excellent. It is. Susie, I listen to Rotten Mango. Stephanie Sue, her name is. She's got 3 channels. Mrs. Mango Butt, or Miss Mango Butt, Rotten Mango, and Stephanie Sue. So she's got 3 channels. And I'm subbed to all of them. SW said, Deb, mental as anything. The nips are getting bigger. I think I was out of tune with that one. Wow, I got those lyrics wrong. SW said, too many times I can relate to. I worked that out early on. Paul said, Hev, will the Mountain Men, a.k.a. Penrith Panthers, win the grand final tomorrow? I don't know. I used to go for the Panthers, but I wasn't really interested in sport. I don't know. I went for them once, and they won. So maybe I should go for them again, and they might win again. Susie say, legends, with the cups. Alex said, take care, God bless, see you soon, Paul. Geloff said, traditional Japanese tatami flooring is sold in sections. Just make sure it's natural fibre and top mat. You can clamp or screw the floor panels together or frame them in with wood planks. Wow. Might be something to look into. SW said human trafficking. I hope the lollipop ladies aren't involved too. Oh. Deb said, yes, Anne Hesh can't spell and Google can't either. God love you. SW said, Paul, stay. There's a song by a little Aussie chick. I don't know if anyone remembers. There's a song, it just popped into my head. I don't know, when SW said, Paul, stay. But I think it was Sway. Sway my way. Oh, God, no, don't sing that. I can't sing it. Sway my way, I need to know all about you. Who was that? And why is that stuck in my head now? Who was it? Now I've got to know who it is. No, it wasn't her. I don't know. It's not Amy Shark. That's not. Hang on. Hang on. Big Runga. It's the song. But is that the person? Anyway, I don't know why that popped into my head, and that's a really nice song, though. Alex said, yes, it was Anne Hesh. She sat up and they pushed her back down. That's it. Paul said, Alex, thank you, my dear. Edwin, how you going? Miss Heaven Blessings. Always God bless your channel. Always excellent content. Blessings always. You too, Edwin. God love you. Thank you. And God bless you too. Deb said, yes, early TV show like Brady Bunch was to help the new divorce rate going up so high. Alex said, I think I spelled it wrong too. Paul said, SW, thanks. Edwin said, God bless all chat family. God love you, Edwin. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And Deb said, hello, dear Edwin. And Edwin said, hello, Deb. Blessings always. Deb said, fly, catch, Hev. Deb said, prayers in the end for all our family. Alex said, hey, Edwin, God bless you too. Susie said, Hev, I've had the faceless man dream, but mine was more menacing, woke up terrified. Mine's just like every now and then over the years, and he's always been helpful. I don't know who it is. No idea. But he's always there, always feels safe, always helpful. I have strong feeling for the person. Really strong, you know. Love for the person. Like I trust to the ultimate ends of the earth this person. And I'd love to meet whoever it is. But mine's in a good way, Susie, not in a bad way. Paul said, we need more thumbs up, please. And Deb said, yes, Mango, she's good. SW said, Hev, I was so drunk fishing alone one night. Could not get back to the base, so I crawled under some bracken and camouflaged myself. Roadside till I could walk again. Only a few hours, not proud, but alive. Well done, SW. At least you're alive. That's the main thing. Alex said, I haven't watched Rotten Mango for a while. I go through phases of what I watch, then end up binge watching the stuff I've missed. Yep, me too. Susie says, right, Deb, I watched the one about the Spanish parents that murdered their adopted Chinese daughter. The crime rocked Spain. She did a great job, the edge of my seat. She also did an Epstein one. Rotten Mango. Or Miss Mango, or whatever channel she did it on. Deb said 11:07 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia. SW said stay, Jackson Brown, a little bit longer. No, yeah, that's a different one. Won't you stay just a little bit longer? Deb said, yeah, it's a really good song, Hev. Natalie Imbruglia, that's it. Alex, how did you know that? Natalie Imbruglia sung it as well. Yep, Bic Runga sung it, but Natalie Imbruglia did. Was it her? Hang on. I'm sure Natalie. Sway. Okay, now spell it properly and. Oh, no, undo that. Whatever I just bloody well did then. Natalie Sway. No, I've sort of got this feeling. No, it might be Bic Runga. Hang on a sec. Just give me a sec. I'm just going to really... I need to see her. If it's her, I'll know straight away from the picture. Hang on. It probably is, you know. That's probably why I couldn't remember who sung it. Yeah, little Asian-looking girl. I think that's her. It is. It's her. And she sung that song, Sway. I used to love that song. A long time ago. It was a long, long time ago. And I thought it was too, I actually thought it was too, Alex, Natalie Imbruglia, but it wasn't. No, it's Bic Runga. Paul said, I love that song. Luna said Bic Runga. Deb said, yes, Susie. SW said, baby, baby for Luna, and that's Amy Grant. Paul said, Sway, yep. Deb said, oh, my God, I can't tell if I'm hot or cold. Oh, no. You haven't got a fever, have you, Deb? Deb said, great job, Alex. Alex said, I don't know. She popped into my head when you said little Aussie singer. She's a New Zealand singer. There you go. I thought she was Aussie. There you go. I'm learning stuff too, see? Ruff Ruff said, an interesting channel recently found. Yomi Kez, Book of Enoch, Giants, etc. Oh, cool, Ruff Ruff. Yomi Kez. Paul said Bic Runga, New Zealand original singer. There you go. Yep. Paul DeWar said, for sure. SW said she's an Aussie chick from Neighbours. And Deb said, 11:12, I've got to go shopping for lunch stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go in a minute too. I'm starving. Susie said, Hev in Korea, they do eat dog. They breed the Korean yellow dog for that purpose. Yeah, but she wasn't, she was eating fish. She was cooking clams, mussels, oysters, and prawns, and they said dog. And she wasn't eating dog. I mean, they may, but yeah, she doesn't, yeah. Luna said, Natalie sang Torn. It's Bick who sang Sway. There you go. Suze, yep. SW said, Deb, later, much love. Paul said it's filmed in Bodega. SW said Torn was her best, I thought. Yeah, I like it. Natalie Imbruglia, yep. She's all right, yep. And Torn was good song. Shanna said, I'm home, it's still going. Yeah, it's about to finish. I'm really, really hungry. Alex said, I have to check it out. I don't think I've heard it, although I might know it if I hear it. Just put Sway into YouTube and she should come up. Deb said, much love to all. Prayers to all beautiful Hev and Hevites. SW said, my island home. My island home. My island home. My island home is waiting for me. Is that the one? Anyway, that's Christine and you. Paul said, yes, Torn. SW said, Paul, you got that right, Torn and Worn. Paul said, SW, Christina knew. Alex said, that's the song I was thinking of, Tom. Okay, with that, I'm going to go, guys, because I'm starving. I'll upload this to Rumble, and I'll be back tomorrow with a live, first on YouTube, then on Rumble. Okay, guys, much love. See you soon. Bye.